Hey everybody, what's up? I hope all the Pokemon music's getting all rallied up for some Pokemon ranking. Hell yeah! I am here with friend. Say hello, friend.
Hello. Hi.
Here with Emily.
Hello.
Johnny, you happen to know I'm back with Emily? Did you see Johnny in the chat?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So let me check. Hopefully, let me know if the music is drowning out Emily's voice or anything, so I can adjust that. I think it's all right at the moment. A snack? Yes, Johnny, it is friend. So, I've got a fancy tier list view. Look at this. So, with this, I've got the tier list right up here, and a little Pokemon icon so you know which one we're talking about. So, basically, the whole premise with this is I'm going to go through as many Pokemon as I can. If I can't complete them this week, I'll do more next week. And I'm going to be ranking these not by... We're in for the long haul, brother? Cool. There should be a little bit of music. You should be hearing it in the background. Hold on, let me check the sound. And I've brought in Emily because she has very little experience with Pokemon. And I want to hear her thoughts as we go through this. There we go. Yeah, there's music. I can hear it. This thing has zero experience, yeah. Dynamo and Vanillite S tier. We'll see what happens. So I'm not ranking these based on competitive viability because I do not give a single shit about that. I'm ranking these based on design and background and my personal experience with them. So with that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mosey on over here to the tier list and remove the F tier because I don't think any Pokemon is terrible.
Keep it.
Keep
it.
No, I guarantee I will not be placing any Pokemon on the F tier.
I will demand you place at least one in F tier.
It is a pointless tier.
To you.
To me, yes. And that's what this is about. This is about me.
This is the Keep It show.
This is my channel. I do what I want. So, why don't we start? Can you see the stream, Junk?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So, Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is a fun little boy. Did you watch Detective Pikachu?
Yes, S tier. Put him in S tier now.
Oh my god, I love him. His little like the movie appearance definitely bumps him up to an S tier for me. Yes, because he is just adorable. The
for
sounds...
me, he's S tier alone for being a good little boy.
Yeah,
good little boy.
He is adorable. He's a classic. He has a very recognizable design. You can't look at this and think it's anything else other than a Bulbasaur. And then you got Ivysaur.
I have no feelings in particular towards Ivysaur.
I very much enjoy Ivysaur, actually. I don't think I'd put him at the same level as Bulbasaur, personally.
I like him for this.
Yeah, I don't... Okay. I want her to try and rank him based only on looks and feels. Yeah, how would you rank? Then how would you rank this this Pokemon?
Pretty chunky. I like them. They look cute, but also grumpy. So I'd put this wonderful little baby in A or S.
A or S, yeah. I'd put him in A. I do like him a lot.
Johnny, don't ask him to not tell me the names of them. I will make a fool of myself. I'll
have you guess a few, maybe. Like like the less recognizable ones, I might have you guess.
Oh,
Yeah, most mid-tier evolutions are kind of mid-tier evolutions are kind of awkward, but you see, I'm a very optimistic person. I don't actually dislike a lot of the mid-tier evolutions, so that's just me. And now we've got the big boy. It's Venusaur. Look at this boy.
Chonky.
It's the final evolution in Bulbasaur's line. I'm gonna keep OBS up.
I love him.
Right there, yeah.
I love him. Looks like a big chunky fella with cat ears. Looks like a frog. Looks
Yeah.
like a bullfrog to me.
Yes.
We need F to back. F for frog. F for frog.
F for frog. There's gonna be many more frogs. Don't worry.
No, we need a frog tier.
Frog tier.
Good with F.
Frog. So for Emily, this isn't frog tier. I'm gonna put Venusaur in S tier because he's awesome. I really like him a lot.
Good, because if we had frog tier would go above S tier.
Above S tier, gotcha. So then we've got a few forms for him. We've got Mega Venusaur. Check out this boy. He gets a little
chunky
extra flower on the head, more leaves around the tree. I really love the Mega Evolutions. So I'd put this in S tier as well. He's freaking sick.
Pop them into S tier then. That's where they belong.
But you want to know what else is awesome? Gigantamax Venusaur.
Oh,
The chunkiest of the chunky boys. Look at this height. He's 78 feet tall.
Shadow of the Colossus music just starts playing.
Yeah, Shadow of the Colossus. The big flowers bending over his body. He looks awesome. There's gonna be so many S tiers, I can feel it.
B tier for big.
Yeah. B for big. Yeah. I'm slapping him in S tier along with all the other Venusaurs.
Oh no.
There's gonna be so many more chonkers. There are many chonkers. All right, let's keep it going. It's Charmander. We all know and love Charmander. He's adorable. He's small. I honestly though, I wouldn't say I'm in part of the camp that doesn't like the Charizard line as much as a lot of other people do. I recognize his like iconic like status, like Charmander through Charizard being Ash's starter in the anime. But like I'm okay with him. I'd still put Charizard pretty high, but the other evolutions maybe not so much for me. You're going A or S for you? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, whichever you end up putting them in.
Yeah, I'm personally putting him in A.
Fair enough, fair enough.
He's a cool boy. Most of the starters are going to be at least A tier, I would think, for me personally. And then we got Charmander. You know Charizard. Do you know what this one's called, Emily?
Charmeleon.
Yes. Yeah, it's Charmeleon.
Little fucker.
Yeah, I honestly say
I wish to be in the VC just to grumble at you.
So I actually like Charmeleon a little more than Charmander's design. Because he's actually a decent mid-step, I would say, compared to a lot of other mid-steps in evolutions. Because like he's starting to get the horn. He's getting built up.
He stands ready to scrap.
So I would actually put. I still don't think he's S tier for me. So I'd also put him in A. And now get ready for the flood of Charizard and his forms.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So here's Charizard. It's Charizard. I have nothing else really to say about it. A.
D tier for Dragon.
I'm putting him in A.
Dragon tier.
And now, he has two Mega Evolutions. Here's Mega Charizard X. This thing is sick. I love this thing. It's blue and black dragon, blue fire coming out the sides of his mouth. I am all for this. What do you think?
S tier because he looks cool as fuck.
Oh yes, absolutely. Boom. S tier for Charizard X. Then we've got Charizard Y. He's like... It's like a slightly further evolution of Charizard. Like, Mega CX is great, yeah. He's like Charizard if he stayed in the pot a little longer while he evolved.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He kind of looks like Charizard, but a little more.
Yeah. So I don't like him design-wise as much as X. Also, in his X form, he drops the flying type for Dragon, which is really cool. But Y just keeps the flying type. So
A tier for this one.
yeah, I'd say E tier for him. And then he got a Gigantamax form because of course he did, and it looks fucking sick. I love the hell out of this thing. Maybe it's the kaiju fan in me that's really making me.
This is because Bill a lover in there.
Yeah, that makes me enjoy him so much. He's 91 feet tall. Like, what the shit?
Dude! Big!
Yeah. So this guy's an S for me. What do you think?
S for super massive.
Super massive. Like a super massive black hole of badass.
Sorry, that song just stuck in my head then. Let's... Who's next? Next.
Look at, you know this one. Do you know this one?
Squirtle.
You should know this. Yeah, Squirtle.
Get back into your ship, you rancid little man. Put him in T-class.
But we need to get some B tiers in here. We'll get some B tiers as we go. Don't worry. So, Squirtle, I'm partial to water types. I really enjoy water types a lot, and Squirtle is no exception. I love Squirtle. Because look at him. He's a tiny, round, little water turtle.
For me, I'm not that big of a fan.
Okay, why?
He's just a little guy.
Yeah.
And I know that's usually my reasoning for why they're good. But he's just a little guy.
A little bit ago, not long ago, but on Bulbasaur, he's a little guy, S tier.
Now he's a little guy, put him at the bottom.
Yeah,
Look at this little man.
For me, I'd go with S tier. S tier for him. I love Squirtle.
Put him in S tier if you want. He's S for Squirtle!
S for Squirtle. And here we got Wartortle.
Okay,
Evolves-
Wartortle's okay.
Yeah, evolves into Wartortle. Yeah, I'm alright with Wartortle. I would agree that he's, design-wise, a little weird compared to the two the ones in front and behind him. But again, I'm a little bit biased towards water types, so I'd throw him an S still.
I like him because he looks a little more grumpy than Squirtle. Squirtle just looks too pure, too good for the world. This guy, grump. I love him.
I'm gonna throw him an A or an S. And now we've got the final evolution, the big boy. It's Blastoise. This boy is 5 feet, 188 pounds of water cannon badass. And I love him.
It's like he went away from being Turtle and then went back to being Turtle.
This man...
Go back, I want to be Turtle!
This man is very turtle.
Huge chunky man.
With water cannons, literal water cannons, which is freaking awesome. Wait, I'm taller than Blastoise? Johnny? Yeah. I'm taller than Blastoise as well.
Wait, how tall is Blastoise?
He's 5'3".
I'm shorter than Blastoise.
I'm throwing him in S tier. I love this guy. What do you think?
Yeah, I think S tier is good for him. S for Splash.
And now get ready for the Mega Blastoise. Holy shit! One giant cannon on his back, 2 on his wrists.
He's strapped up.
Oh yeah.
He came to fight.
He also gained like 100 pounds. He's 222 pounds in this form.
I like that in this one they give him little ears. Like he's suddenly a bit of Bulbasaur with the little ears.
Yeah. Yeah. With the... well, he had them in the base form as well.
In Blastoise. Did he have them in his base form or in Blast? Like I was talking about Blastoise.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, he's got ears.
You develop ears as you grow.
But yeah, more guns. Give him more guns. You're just wait. Oh yeah. Don't worry, he'll get more guns. But yeah, this Mega Blastoise, I love Mega Blastoise. He's going into S for me. Now, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this shit, Emily?
I am ready for a massive fella.
Ooh! He's got all of the gun.
Motherfucker unlimited.
He's 82 feet tall. His weight is unknown.
Yo, I'm taller than him.
I love this guy. Like, he's got these glowing blue eyes. They're horrifying. Oh my sweet Jesus, yeah. He looks like a bastion, like just like a giant fortress. First time seeing Gigantamax Blastoise? Really? He is awesome! You actually see this guy fire out of his guns. It's awesome. Just like rapid fire water flying out of those things. And then the giant one in the middle is a big, like, water ball cannon. Like, it's incredible. He's your favorite G1 starter? Oh yeah. He's great, yep. So yeah, I would say, without question, S tier. You, Em?
I'm in. He's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna ask very nicely. I would love to be in this VC, help rank these, bro. I love Pokemon. Johnny wants to join. Shall we?
I'm fine with that. But I
shall we swap over? Let's swap over to. Johnny, are you in my server?
I can invite him.
Yeah.
Let me invite Johnny. Invite to... Where is the hole? I must locate the hole!
Must locate the hole.
Oh, I can't make invites. I forgot. I've got to go grab the invite.
Yeah, you have to grab the thing. Oh, okay, Johnny's in Hangout
he's
right
already
now.
in there?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So I will pull
Let's
him
go.
into stream guests. Boop. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello, Johnny.
Area 5 questions.
I need to turn you up. Hold on.
A little bit low, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You should be able to be heard now. And Emily, can you speak?
Hello.
Okay, cool. You're all good. Alright. So we got Johnny joining in here.
Hello.
Dreaming Sophie, so what are the ranking criteria? Do I like him? That's
Yeah, the ranking criteria here is based on
Small
design,
or
backstory, and my personal experience with them.
not playstyle. Not that.
Yeah.
I don't care about competitive viability. I don't give a shit.
To put it simply, is it small? Yes, S tier. Is it big? S tier.
Anyway, so moving on. Now we're getting into the ones where we'll probably be placing them in lower tiers. So it's Caterpie. Oh, look at him. I love Caterpie.
Caterpie is great. Caterpie.
He's adorable. He's a little friend. I like him. I like him a lot.
Isn't he like two inches tall?
Is he what?
Isn't he like 2 inches tall?
Oh,
Like,
yeah, no,
1 or
he's-
2 inches tall.
He is a foot tall.
Oh, a foot tall. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm shorter than Caterpie. No, Bug. B for bug.
B for bug.
Fuck. Like
B for bug or C for
yeah.
caterpillar.
Yeah.
I really like this guy. I personally put him in A tier. He's he's one of the first
Yeah.
he's one of the first bugs that were like the Route 1 bug. And he's adorable. Plus
Yeah.
his later form in Butterfree is wonderful. And
Yeah,
then
in
we've
my
got
opinion, it's a high B or
yeah. We've got Metapod. He uses Harden. That's it.
It's the funny.
That's what-
That's it.
He uses
only
the
knows
move
how to harden.
Harden. Increases his defense. That's all he can do because he's a cocoon.
Precious.
I like him though. I do like him though. He's a little tired. He's a little bit derpy. He can't really move around or anything.
Looks a little bit grumpy. I like it.
Yeah.
He can go in A or B.
Yeah, I'm throwing him. I think I'm gonna throw him in B. I don't like him as much as the rest of the line, but I still like him a lot. Yeah.
He goes in B because we need to start filling out B. B for bug, B for bug, B for bug.
And now we've got Butterfree.
B for
How can you
butterfly.
not love this little guy? 3 foot tall butterfly, 70 pounds.
Mothman?
You're going in A tier. I'm just throwing him in A tier immediately
Yeah,
because I
A
love
tier
Butterfree.
immediately.
Yeah, take it.
And yeah, Butterfree is a great character, no way Pokemon, and then in the show as well, making me tear up.
But now, Emily, do you know about Butterfree's Gigantamax form?
I don't.
Mothman.
Look at this. Does this look a little bit familiar to you?
Mothra?
Yeah.
It's just
Mothra?
real.
Yes. This is Mothra. This is Mothra from King of the Monsters. She's got the glowing wings and everything. So S tier. Boom. No questions asked.
Instant, easy.
M tier for moth.
M tier for Moth.
Yeah,
I love
I'm really
this.
glad I'm not in charge of making the tiers, because I would just constantly add new tiers.
Add
like
new
M
tiers,
for
yeah.
Moth.
So
Can we have
I-
a rank that's above S? It's just little fella.
little fella. So when I saw that Butterfree was getting a Gigantamax form and it looked like this, I was so fucking excited. I used to use another moth Pokemon that we'll see much later on, Volcarona, as a Mothra stand-in. Because she has like a red spotted wings and stuff. She looked a lot like a classic Mothra from the older movies. But then this Gigantamax Butterfree popped in. Butterfree, a Pokemon I have little to no previous experience with until this point. And I just had to. So, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Butterfree's freaking sick. And now Weedle.
Weedle! I like Weedle.
Weedle is a great Pokemon.
Little spot eyes, big old nose.
Weedle is so whittle.
I may not like the Gigantamax mechanic, but its forms are neat. I fucking love the Gigantamax mechanic. Can you guess why? That's right. Big.
Big!
Alright, anyway,
Enhanced
Weedle.
boy.
Enhanced boy.
To me, there are only two tiers, big and small.
Big and schmoll. Anyway, I like Weedle. I don't personally like Weedle as much as Caterpie. So for me, I'd put Weedle in B. What do you all think, though?
Mm,
I think
I'm
B.
an A. I'm a B or an A.
Okay.
High B? High B?
High B.
High B.
Yeah.
A high
I put him in high B, yeah.
He becomes.
I mean, for later forms, yes, he's a high B.
This is very wholesome. Thank you.
Very...
I like Beeg as much as the
He's
next
wearing a
guy.
tie. He's wearing a tie.
he's very
He's
dapper.
for business.
Oh my god, he is!
B for business.
B for business. I honestly do. No, I really do like. Kakuna a lot compared to like Metapod. He looks so alien. He looks a little. He's got a little bit of a creep factor to him.
He's got B business to
And I,
attend to.
yeah, and I really enjoy that because yes, Kakuna is actually this Weedle is actually a bee larva, and this is like a bee cocoon, which is neat.
Love it.
So I'm putting this guy in A. I love Kakuna.
He's very interested in the honey stalks.
Like Bee is much the next guy, but when your core mechanic for generation gets banned in competitive play, that says something. It says to me that the people who play competitive are just really annoying.
You don't enjoy Big? Get out of my DMs.
I don't play competitive. I don't give a single shit about competitive. I haven't given a shit about competitive ever. So I just ignore that part completely. So fuck you. Let me make my Pokemon big.
Enhanced boy.
And
That's all means necessary.
He means business, yes. This boy means business. I can't argue with competitive players being annoying. Yep. Kakuna's ties, I believe, is the spikes from Beedrill's hands developing. That makes sense.
Oh, that's the B.
All right. It's Beedrill. Look at him.
Beedrill.
I am scared of Beedrill. I think anyone in their right mind should be scared of Beedrill.
I'm not. I love them. I want to give them a hug.
Beedrill is really aggressive. He's basically the wasp of this universe. The wasps of this universe. You meet
Beedrill gives a great hug.
you meet the honeybees of this universe a couple generations down the line. But yeah, Beedrill is scary, and he carries over the alien look from Kakuna, and I love him a lot. For that, I'm gonna put him in A because his mega form is even better.
A it is for the boy.
It's just gonna all the mega forms is just gonna go into S
Boom!
tier.
Look at this! Look at this terrifying creature! Like, look at this
they
thing!
took the name and just went with it. They just went with it.
Whoa.
That is a like American fighter jet.
That's a menace. I love it.
He's horrifying. I love him. Like his top half, the top half of his wings splits. He's got 6 wings. He's got 6 wings, giant lance stingers on his hands. His feet turn into stingers. Like, when he comes out of the Pokeball, his feet are like slotted into these divots on here. So it's like he can be like folded up and stored. He's like a piece of weaponry. And he's an S tier. Fuck everything. I love him.
Easy.
He woke up and he chose violence.
Yeah. Oh my god. I love this Pokemon. Okay. He looks like a Star Destroyer. Alright. Pidgey. It's Pidgey.
Good ball.
I'm cool with Pidgey. I don't dislike him at all. I have a lot of enthusiasm for basically all Pokemon. So for him, B. Yes, I put him in B.
Yeah. I think like B tier is the place where it's like it's interesting. Like it's a good design.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I feel
it's
like
a good design.
what needs to be kept in mind a lot with Pokemon, I feel, especially when you're ranking them like this, is that these are effectively the animals of this universe. So if they just look like an animal, that's fine. It's fine that some of them just look like animals. So I'm cool with that.
Start getting a little frisky. Later generations, they just take like, oh, animals. No.
So yeah, Pidgey. This is Pidgey, and here he evolves into Pidgeotto. It's a larger bird.
Yoto.
Yeah, he's got a larger head plume, which is pretty neat. But I'm still just as okay with him as I am Pidgey, so I'll just throw him here. And then Pidgeot. I like Pidgeot a little better than the other two.
The last one was Pidgeotto, right?
Yes.
Pidgeotto is B. Pidgeot is maybe A. B or
Yeah.
A.
I'd put Pidgeot in A.
Simply
And then
because he has long hair.
yeah, long hair. He's got a little bit more of it. He's got a little bit more personality, which is neat. Like he's gaining personality as he evolves. Entire Pidgeline is BC. Yeah, I wouldn't agree with BC. I would agree with C really.
Before Cry?
Before Cry. Mega Pidgeot though. He's got more of a bird of prey vibe to him here. Like not just yeah. Like when I look at this I think of like a hawk or something like that.
It looks like if the artist for Dragon Ball Z had to make a bird.
Yeah. That said, I think this is one of the few megas that I don't like as much as the others. But he's still A. He's still A tier for me. I love the color mix on him. This introduces blue, a light blue to the color palette, and it just ties it all together very nicely. Looks like a refusion of Pidgeot, Braviary's colors, and Staraptor's design. Oh, you're not wrong. Dang.
There's a point.
That would make more sense to Emily if we were farther in. Next, Rattata.
I personally love Rattata.
He's a little like these guys are a little piece of shit. Like
I love it.
brat. That's what he is.
Yeah. So with him, I do like him. I'll frankly, I'll be more kind to him just because like he is like. There's just something about him, you know, especially the fear strategy. Like I know I wouldn't really bring competitive play into this, but this is just really interesting. Do you know about the fear strategy, Emily, at all? Have you heard of that?
I've never heard of that.
So it is
6 Rattatas in a team.
it is Focus Sash, which keeps your Pokemon from being killed in one hit. And then E, what's E again? Do you remember what the E is? Johnny?
Wait, in fear? Ooh,
Yeah.
I do not remember now. I can quickly figure it out.
Yeah. There's E, A, and R. The R is Rattata.
What?
But generally what it is you keep your Rattata from being KO'd by having a Focus Sash. And then you
Endeavor.
use a move that Endeavor. Endeavor brings the opposing Pokemon to the same health as your Pokemon. So if you get your Rattata down to 1 health, you get the other Pokemon down to 1 health. And I believe what's the A in Fear?
Quick attack.
Yeah, quick attack. So because quick attack, all the Pokemon have speed stats, and depending on the speed stat depends on which Pokemon moves first. But quick attack completely overrides that check, and just allows the Pokemon to go first no matter what. So if you have a whole team of Rattatas with a Focus Sash, Endeavor, and quick attack, you could theoretically sweep an entire team if the other team can't counter it.
I think the funniest part of that of the fear tactic is the fact that originally the strategics who made the strat called it fucking evil annoying rodent.
I love that.
Me.
with that little legend on this guy's shoulders, I'm putting him in A.
Yeah, he's
like-
going in there.
He's the source of
doing
a,
it.
he's the source of a lot of memories for a lot of people.
I don't know.
So
You guys
that's- yeah.
bringing up Rattata and then the word feared. I just kind of thought it was going to be something to do with the bubonic plague.
So, do you know about forms, like the different regional forms, Emily?
Yes,
Yeah.
I love a Alolan Rattata.
Yeah. So yeah, like,
A moon boy.
so like you have the whole thing where in different regions Pokemon are brought, and if they grow up or develop in different environments, just like real life evolution, essentially, they'll adapt different ways to cope with the environment. So yeah, Alolan Rattata. I like him design-wise more than regular Rattata. But I don't like him
A little
enough
cat.
that I'd put him a tier above. So I'm gonna put him in A.
Yeah,
as well.
same tier.
And now we got Eradicate Evolution. He's a classic.
He's a classic, but I'm gonna be 100% real with you. In my opinion, he is a B tier for me. It's a good design, but it's not like really out there.
He's
Like,
a
it's
beer.
it's a rat.
He's a what?
He's a rat.
Yeah. He's an upright rat.
Yeah, he's a
and
beer and a.
He reminds me of the rats of unusual size from Princess Bride.
I don't think I've watched that.
Personally, that's something we have to watch later then together at some point, because it's a fantastic movie. But either way, I wouldn't personally say he's B tier. I'm honestly gonna put him in A, because I don't have that big a problem with him. I think he's cool.
To D tier with you.
To D tier with you.
with you. Farewell.
Alolan form Rattata. He's a chonker.
Chunky cheeks.
So like the whole idea with like, because I love the idea that the Raticate in the Kanto region, the Raticate in the Kanto region, are not nocturnal. They're only awake in the daytime, so they have to live off of scraps and stuff. But then you got nighttime Raticate when no one's awake and there's trash everywhere, and he's able to just run around and gorge himself. I love this.
I love that, but I just read something in the chat and it made me giggle. Doesn't that rat die?
Oh yeah, yeah. There's an idea that in the original Pokemon games, your rival, who is in the anime is known as Gary, you probably know him as Gary better. You fight him, you battle him on a cruise ship that you need to go on to get a TM or something, and if you defeat him. He freaks out at you and is like, geez, why are you battling so hard? And then later, when you see, he had a Raticate in his party. And then later, when you see him in Lavender Town, where the Pokemon Cemetery is, he's standing in front of a gravestone. So the implication that some people got was that you killed one of his Pokemon in that battle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's sad.
How?
I laugh.
It's never outright said. It's never outright said, so it's probably not true, because I don't think that's the implication they really were trying to give, but it's certainly a happy accident. But yeah, there's that. I'm gonna put this guy in A as well, along with Raticate. Anyway, also, it's worth pointing out as well that Rattata and Raticate in this form gain the Dark typing, which is fun. So it reflects their nocturnal nature, which is pretty cool.
Mm.
Okay, now, Spearow. It's a Sparrow.
It's a Sparrow.
Which I'm cool with.
Not a fan.
This shares, like, I think the same thing that Pidgey does, where it's like, yeah, bird, B tier.
Yep, bird. B for bird.
I will break your little hollow bones and I will eat you.
But Fearow, though.
Fearow.
This thing literally has the word fear in its name. Like, shit, bro.
That's just an Australian magpie, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just an Australian magpie.
Yeah, yeah, I would say, like, he's the most like regular bird of any of the final evolutions for the bird Pokemon.
Yeah.
So I'd also put him in. I'll also put him in B along with Spearow.
C for chicken because of his head thing.
Then we got Ekans. I love all of the snake Pokemon personally. So Ekans for me would be an A tier.
S for snake.
S for snake.
Yeah,
how many of
especially
these
since
creatures
his
are there?
name is just backwards snake.
Yeah.
And
I don't have a problem with that.
I know
He's-
these two. I love them.
This guy is also 6 feet, which is terrifying. Yeah, he's 6
That's bigger
feet.
than me.
Yeah, he's 6 feet, 15 pounds. Yeah. How many of these are there? There are now a total of 895 Pokemon. Yeah.
We've done 5.
We've done many. But, yeah. Yeah, 895 or so. Something like that, 896. But yeah, I personally really like Ekans. I put him in A. He's got that rattle, which is pretty neat. And then, Ekans evolves into Arbok.
Cobra backwards.
Yep. I love Arbok. I love the design on his frill, his neck frill. He's just neat. His shiny form, the red changes to blue, which is really neat. I think he gains a yellow look, which is really fun.
Can I put forward an idea?
Yeah, what's that?
Are we each allowed a veto? Just to go, no, it's not going there. It's going here.
No, this
Let's
is
go.
this is entirely my opinion
Oh,
for this
you're
one. So yeah, that's what's
No, I
ranking.
meant, like, in total, like, for the whole thing. For the rest.
I'm letting you
Any-
I'm letting you influence me. Because if you don't rein me in, I will put like all these AS tier. I swear. So yeah, I am letting you influence me and talk some sense into me here. Why do you ask?
Oh, no, it's
Okay. So I was about to say.
Two.
What do you two think of this? What did you two think of Arbok?
Oh, he goes next. Snake.
S tier.
I was gonna just answer the question about like how many Pokemon there are there, and that there are right now, including Mega Evolutions, there are 980 Pokemon.
Yeah.
That's big. That's a lot. Too many.
But also, I'm also gonna say Arbok is an S tier for me because of a specific experience. Any other day, I probably would have put him in like A tier, personally. But Arbok, when I played through Ultra Moon, I decided on a whim to catch and use an Arbok. And he is a good Pokemon, just like generally speaking, for battling and everything. But the coolest part was when I got to the final battle with the legendary Pokemon, Necrozma, who in his Ultra form is extremely powerful and can knock your entire team out very easily. This Arbok, Poison is weak to Psychic, and Necrozma is primarily Psychic, and his main move, his most powerful move, is Psychic. So this Arbok, for all intents and purposes, should have been screwed completely. But he tanked a hit from Photon Geyser and managed to poison Necrozma before then being knocked out and allowing the rest of my team to successfully defeat him. I love Arbok.
Understandable.
Yeah, so this guy's S tier. I love Arbok. I love my Arbok. He's still an Ultra Moon because they haven't allowed the Ekans line in Sword and Shield yet. If at all. They probably won't. It's been so long now. But I love my Arbok.
Yeah.
Okay, here comes. You ready? You ready for the big boy? You ready for everyone's favorite boy? It's Pikachu.
And always 100 variants.
Yes. Let's see. This site
D
only D tier. Despite his serious overuse, I would still put him at least in A tier. Like he's endured this much time. No one has forgotten him. He's got a very good design, clearly a very appealing design. I have no problems with him. So yeah, we got that.
They are creatures, Roderick. We're creatures, Roderick.
Now, on the subject of all these forms, let me just these aren't listed on Pokemon's official website, so I'm gonna open up this Google Images. The other one here is Cosplay Pikachu. There was a mechanic in the Hoenn games called the Contest Spectacular. Check out these guys. Now, what it was you would use Pokemon moves to demonstrate the coolness or the beauty or the intelligence of your Pokemon or whatever, the toughness. So, when they remade the Hoenn games and they brought back that mechanic, they give you a cosplay Pikachu, and they allow it to change into these different outfits. And the outfits will weigh the Pikachu to a specific aspect of the contest. So this one's cool, this one's cute, this one's beautiful, this one is tough, and this one is intelligent. So it could freely change between the outfits, and he was primarily made for the contests, and not really for much else. I did not use him. Frankly, about these forms, I couldn't really care less. But so with that, I'm just not going to rank them because they're just Pikachu in different costumes. So they're all going to share the rank, the A rank with Pikachu. And then there was also Ash Hat Pikachu. Ash Hat Pikachu is literally Pikachu wearing one of Ash's hats. From the anime. He has a different form for each season or each region of the anime, with the exception of the most recent one, because I guess they just haven't done that yet, really. But yeah, I like the Sinnoh and Hoenn hats best because that was my me growing up. That's the Ash I knew, the Sinnoh and Hoenn one. But also, it's just Pikachu wearing a hat, so it's sharing Pikachu's ranking. And then this one with the heart refers to the buddy Pikachu that you get in Let's Go, where your starter is Pikachu. So guess what that one also is? It's Pikachu. So, but, Emily,
Yes.
did you know that Pikachu has a Gigantamax form?
Big fat rat.
Big fat rat.
Look at this. Look at this boy.
Massive motherfucker.
This is a 68-foot tall Pikachu.
What? His tail is very long.
Now, what this is a reference to? This is a reference to Pikachu's original sprite from the old games,
The little
When-
fat one.
when Pikachu used to be a fat boy.
Little fat rat.
Look at this little fat boy.
Little fat rat.
Round and fat.
So
round
with
and-
that reference, I do generally put him design-wise a little higher than regular Pikachu, but I wouldn't say he's S tier, personally. I'm okay with him, personally. What do you guys think, though?
I could agree on an A tier, yeah.
yeah, that's good. That's good.
Okay, cool. Now we got Raichu. I like Raichu more than Pikachu.
Agreed.
Raichu's a bastard. The only thing I remember from is watching probably like one episode of the show when I was a kid, and there was a Raichu being a prick to Pikachu, and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
don't like him now.
Yep.
Fuck you. Fuck you,
You know,
Raichu.
Raichu in the show bullied Pikachu because he wasn't involved.
Yeah, I remember that episode, actually.
Little
Pikachu's,
undevolved prick.
people
What are
were,
you gonna do?
like, Pokemon and some other people were pressuring Ash to evolve Pikachu. I think he even had a Thunderstone and was considering doing it, but ultimately decided not to. But yeah, I like Raichu more than Pikachu. I'd put Raichu at an S tier personally. I really like his design. The little thunderbolt on the tip of the tail. I love the way the ears look. I like that the pouches are kind of a yellowy color as well, and it kind of blends into his design. But yeah. And then Raichu also had an Alolan form. Alolan Raichu.
Surfer
He's-
Boy.
Yeah. So, for a little bit of backstory for this, Emily, do you know about Alolan Raichu?
Yes.
Yeah, so he's gained the psychic typing. He's electric psychic. He rides his tail like a surfboard, and he loves malasada.
Malzada.
It's some kind of like pancake or something.
Fair
The
enough.
reason he is the way that he is.
Yeah, it's like a sugary
is because
pancake.
He ate too many pancakes.
Yeah. But this is a reference to Surfer Pikachu, who would like ride on a surfboard. I honestly really like this form. He's like the hard edges of Raichu have been softened out. He looks like a walking donut, and I love him.
Yes.
Putting him in S tier.
Soft
Do you-
man.
What do you think, Emily?
He's soft. He gets to go in S tier.
All right, Sandshrew. I really enjoy Sandshrew. I love that he looks like he's made out of bricks. He's one of those where he's like, yeah, it's an animal, but he's just got something about him that sets him apart from being just a regular animal. Like he's a little off. And he is pretty adorable as well. I really like Sandshrew.
He's just a little pangolin looking man.
Yeah. What do you think, Johnny?
I can agree on that. It's
Yeah.
just Pangolin Sand.
S for sand.
Penguin Sand
No.
Boy. I do like him a lot. I'm gonna put him in A, because he's a step above being just an animal. So yeah, but like I said, just animals aren't a problem. I don't have a problem with that. So, and then he has an Alolan form. He's an igloo now.
Oh.
Yo.
Oh.
Are you excited about this Sandshrew?
I love
Emily?
him.
Yeah, he's adorable.
I'm going to
S
cry.
for snow.
He's a little igloo boy. He's not only gained an ice type, he's swapped his ground typing out for ice type, but he's also a steel type. His ice is so hard that it's as hard as steel. So
I love
yeah,
him so much. So much.
yeah. I didn't fully realize until looking at him like this. He is really adorable.
How tall is he?
He is 2 feet tall. But his ice is so hard and heavy that he's 88 pounds.
I weigh less than this.
Original Sandshrew is 26 pounds.
I think
yeah.
I him more than.
So, yeah, Alolan Sandshrew. I really love him. Like, I love the hell out of him. He's going in S tier.
As he should.
And then we got Sandslash. I love Sandslash. It's like Sandshrew's bricks have like jutted out and sharpened into quills. I just really like this design. For me, he's going in S.
I like the face shape.
Yeah. And then we got Alolan Sandslash. Check him out. This dude will fuck you up, man.
He knows how to kill a man.
You got that ice.
Yeah.
He got that fresh cut.
So yeah, he is also S for me.
Yes.
Love how thick those ice shards are on the back. Like, just hell yes.
Alolan Sandshrew is less cute just because of the weird. Shut up, Neon. Yeah. I love the concept as well. The story behind these, like why these exist, is they're brought to the Alola region from Kanto, and they started living up in the Snowy Mountain on the center island. I think it was Mount Lanakala is what it's called. And just over time, they became little ice boys. So, yeah. Nidoran female. Little lady.
I'd put this one, like this one's in the same design league as Rattata, I would say. Especially considering the rest of their evolutionary line. I would put both Nidoran female and male in A.
Yes.
Yeah.
So is that Nidorina?
Nidorina.
She's kind of getting up, and she has a little bit of sass to her. If you remember, one of her sprites was like a really sassy, like, "What, you trying to attack me? Come on, bring it on." So I like Nidorina's personality. What do you guys think?
I love him.
I agree.
Yeah, I'd put him in A as well. And then we got Nidoqueen. I really like Nidoqueen.
No.
What do you guys think?
Like, I feel like the more sharp, like the past two evolutions were kind of like, you know, kind of sharp edges with like horns and stuff. I feel like the female version just kind of became round.
Yeah,
What?
I suppose.
So I would honestly either B or A in my
Yeah.
I just like Nidoqueen a lot more, I think. Because I put Nidoqueen and Nidoking I think of them equally in my personal opinion, so I would actually put Nidoqueen in S.
Fair enough.
Just because of the association that they have with each other, and the relationship that they have with each other. So, yeah. And then look, it's the whole evolution line again, but slightly different. Nidoran male, he's a little more jagged, a little more craggy.
but I'd still keep him with Nidoran female. Nidorino is bulking up. Like, I do enjoy Nidorino. But I'd still put him, again, in the same tier here. And then there's Nidoking. Boom! There he is. He's a big, scary boy.
Big boy.
We've basically already ranked him. So
Yeah.
this was when they couldn't. This was when they couldn't do more simple like joining together of evolutionary lines like this. Like they had to They had to give a distinction between the male and female Nidorans, not just by appearance, but they couldn't just choose a gender back then. They had to physically actually separate them, and that's just never changed. Like Nidoran male and Nidoran female still have the male and female symbols like in their naming. So yeah, it's just a little relic from Pokemon's past as a much more simplistic game,
Yeah.
which is pretty neat. It's Clefairy.
Good.
She is baby.
Not a nurse yet, but she's getting there.
What do you think, Emily?
She's studying very hard to become a nurse. She can go nurse.
I find her very adorable.
Yes.
I will say though, both Clefairy and Clefable are a little bit weird to me design wise. I think it might have to do with the lines around their eyes.
Yeah.
It makes them
almost
look
seem like they're protruding.
Yeah, it makes them look. Well, to me, it makes them look like they're like really tired, despite being very happy.
Well, she's studying to become a nurse. She doesn't get
True. I would put her. God, I don't know. Whenever I see her, I'm just a little bit off put. Like I don't dislike her or anything, but I think I personally would put her in B.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Emily.
It's all good.
Then we got Clefable. Also, yeah, these two are moon fairies. Like they become active in the night of a full moon, and they just kind of hang out, look at the stars, levitate rocks. I think.
Something like that. Yeah.
So that's interesting. I'd put Clefable in the same. I'd say actually a little better than Clefairy. I'd put her in A. Like she is basically a larger, like rounder Clefairy
Yeah.
with a big spiral tail.
She's graduated from college now.
Yes. Now she'll have more sleepless nights as a nurse. Uh-oh, here he comes. It's Vulpix.
Uh-oh.
Guess what, bitches? Vulpix is S tier. Fuck all of you.
S-tier. I will not hear anything about this. S tier for my favorite.
Emily,
I'm fine with this.
how about this little boy? I love Vulpix. And Vulpix Vulpix has an Alolan form. Have you seen his Alolan form before, Emily?
A little white one.
Yes.
They become
Oh,
snow.
That's
Little
also
chihuahua.
that's also S tier. That's also S tier.
This is just a chihuahua.
They
It is
drop they drop the fire typing, swap it out for ice, which is awesome. And then we've got Ninetales. Guess what?
Aqua.
Also
S
S
tier.
tier. Yes. Have you ever seen Ninetales shiny, Emily?
Oh
I
my.
haven't.
I have a shiny
I'll
Ninetales,
DM.
and I'm very happy about that. No, I'm searching it here. Look at the stream.
Oh,
Boom.
okay.
The stream is always a little tiny couple seconds delayed for me, so you'll say boom and then like
hold
a
on.
couple seconds past, and now I see it.
It is
Yeah.
so pretty.
Woo!
It's like
I think that is the best shiny variant.
absolutely
There it
one of
is.
the best shinies, for sure. I'm so happy
It's
I
so
have a
dis-
shiny Ninetales. It's wonderful. But yes, shiny Ninetales is awesome. The blue tips on its tail, that's so cool. It's so cool. And then we've got Alolan Ninetales. who look is also a shiny white color and is also an S tier. Alolan Ninetales is a dragon slayer. I had an Alolan Ninetales in my playthrough of Moon. Alolan Ninetales is ice and fairy type, both of which dragon types are very weak to. So, Ninetales is a dragon slayer, which is sick.
Good news.
It's yeah, it's snow angel as I describe her. She's like a snow deity.
Oh my gosh.
Hmm?
You okay?
I just got an email from one of my professors. He's had to cancel class tonight because his mother passed away.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. That is
Wow. That sucks. Cause like, okay, I'm gonna take a brief second here to explain. This professor is awesome. I've only had 2 class sessions with him, and his class is one of the most enjoyable classes I've ever been in. His class is very loose. He is a very just fun person to talk to. He's easy to talk to. He's very clearly loves his job. He's in it's an editing class, and he's fantastic. Like, this is, my God. I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm gonna immediately reply to this really quick. Give me a minute.
So how is the stream?
What's the chat holding up?
Chat is just sort of stopped for a second, it seems like. I think they're probably waiting for more Pokemon to comment on.
Yeah.
Or my chat's broken again, because that seems to be a frequent thing. Okay, no, my chat's not broken.
It's paused for me too.
Yes.
We went quiet for a bit. Okay, thank you, Neon. Thank you for letting us.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Let's go back to it. Jigglypuff!
Jigglypuff!
Jigglypuff! A tear!
Oh, I wanted to deduct points because of the way it looked in the Detective Pikachu movie.
No.
Scared me.
No.
So, looked great.
No. Look at this little boy. Look at him. Like, look at how happy he is here to sing and get angry when someone looks over at him.
I can see the problem when it comes to the hair because the way it sits feels like there's a limb under there that's covered in fur.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I'm fine with him though. I still like him. He's still an adorable puffball to me.
Also deducting points because of the way they play in Smash. Just bring completely different games into this.
Wigglytuff.
Wigglytuff.
He's a slightly larger Jigglypuff puffball, and so he's a
bunny.
It's a bunny.
Yeah, it's just a bunny.
A little puffy bunny. And then we got Zubat. Now, before any of you say anything, you bitches, before any of you say anything, I understand he's annoying. I understand you walk 2 seconds into a cave and you see a Zubat, and then after that encounter you walk 2 steps and see another Zubat. But listen, it's a fucking bat. They're supposed to be annoying. And look at this thing. It doesn't have eyes. Do you think it can tell that you're there? It's just flying around, squeaking. It might use echolocation, probably. But, like, they're supposed to be pieces of shit. They're bats. They're this universe's bats. And frankly, I love the way this thing looks. It's terrifying. Like,
Yes.
it doesn't have legs.
I agree.
It's just got these, like, little tail things flapping around behind it. It's just a giant mouth head. I am terrified of this thing. I love it. And for that, S tier, fuck you.
Fair enough. I would have also said something similar.
Yeah, I love this thing. Look, legitimately though, it looks really uncanny and it's very scary. I don't want to think of a creature whose entire face is a mouth.
Yeah, no, it's terrifying.
Yeah. So I'm cool with Zubat. You guys cool with Zubat?
I'm cool with that.
I like Zubat. With that being said, I also love Golbat.
He upsets me.
I really... I wish we could have seen a Golbat in Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
I would have
Golbat upsets
loved...
me so much.
Oh, I would have loved it. Let me see if maybe they snuck one in the background or something. And someone found one. Golbat, Detective Pikachu? No? No Golbat? Apparently not. Sad. Yeah, I personally really like Golbat. I'd put him in S tier as well.
He's even more terrifying when he closes his mouth.
Yeah. I will say though, between these two, when we get to Crobat, I really like Crobat as well. I'd say I like Crobat better than both of these.
Understandable.
Yeah. Oddish.
Oddish, a good onion.
Good little...
vegetable.
Yeah, good little onion boy. A good friend of mine associates me with Oddish. And it's it's because he's blue and he's odd. I like the color blue. The color blue is my favorite color. And I'll be frank, I'm fucking weird. Okay? So like there's a lot that's really bizarre about me. Like mainly physiologically, I am scrawny as all shit. I am a skeleton effectively wearing paper. You can if you saw me just at a swimming pool or something with my shirt off, you would probably assume that I wasn't eating well, but I promise it's just because of my thyroid. That's all it is. I have a double jointed shoulder that allows me to push my entire arm behind my head, twist my arm in a complete circle, and lick my elbow. I'm weird, okay? I get it.
Just a little twisted.
But also, Oddish is adorable.
Yes.
And I'm putting him in S. I love his little two-legged. He's based on the Mandrake, partially, and he's just a little waddly blue ball of fun. Like, look how happy he is.
He's very happy. I honestly would say S tier for him.
I love Oddish. I love Oddish so much.
S tier for the little boy.
Yeah.
S tier.
And then Gloom.
Gloom is very gloomy.
Oddish logged onto Reddit once.
I do really like Gloom. I think this entire line is a really nice progression from Oddish to Vileplume.
He's
so
just
all of
high
these,
off of his own spores.
yeah. This is like drooling, like. Oh. And then he wisens up and turns into Vileplume. And I love Vileplume. I love the shit out of Vileplume. Have you ever seen a Dynamaxed Vileplume? Jesus Christ. Like, this thing is terrifying to have behind you, like, 50 feet tall. He's also based on the, I forget what it's called, the Rafflease? Is that what it's called? That stinky flower?
something like that.
The yeah. That I talked about.
Raf something. I don't remember what it's called. Hold on. It's the world's largest flower.
The one that smells like a corpse?
Yes, the corpse flower, yeah. Rafflesia. Rafflesia Arnoldi. The corpse flower, yeah. So that's what he's wearing on his head, is a corpse flower. So this entire line is both grass and poison type.
So is he smelly? Does he
Probably.
smell?
Very likely.
Good.
It says the petals shake out heavy clouds of toxic pollen. So, yeah. There's that.
Haha, you smell.
And now we got Paris. Now, can you imagine, Emily, what this Pokemon is based on? Just from the way it's looking.
I want to say a crab, but I'm willing to bet it's some kind of fungus, isn't it?
It's a bug grass type.
It's a what?
Yeah, it's a bug grass type.
Oh,
so, yeah.
Is it that zombie fungus?
Yes, it is. Cordyceps.
Yes.
I love cordyceps.
Paris is infected by a type of cordyceps mushroom. It says it burrows underground to gnaw on tree roots. The mushroom on its back absorbs most of the nutrition. So already this is pretty dark, and it's based on a concept that's really horrifying. And the design, generally speaking, is very cool. I'd put him in A tier personally. I really like him. And then you get Parasect. Look at what has happened to Paris. Do you see this?
He is fucked.
His eyes are just missing.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's effectively
dead.
This guy's effectively dead, and the mushroom is in control. This thing is
That's what's wrong.
terrifying. This thing is absolutely horrifying. S tier. Like shit, man. There's some kind of bug that lives in caves that resembles Paris? Okay, cool. So yeah, Paris and Parasect are neat. I like them both.
Yeah.
Venonat.
I love Venonat so much. They look so soft and cute and small.
I do like Venonat as well, yes. I would put Venonat in A tier. Because he's another one that evolves into like a butterfly. But in this case, not so much a butterfly as a moth. It's Venomoth.
Yeah.
I also really like Venomoth. I would say I like him about as much as I like regular Butterfree, so I'd put him in A tier as well, along with Butterfree. Venonat looks so stupid, I love it. This guy's with his bug poison. He's a 4-foot tall, poisonous moth. And here he comes! Here he comes! Here he comes! Look! It's Diglett! It's Diglett!
Littlest of fuckers.
He's a little mole!
He's a little mole. I like those drawings of like him having a gigantic muscular body under the ground.
Under the ground, yeah. The mystery. The suspense of what's underneath the ground. What is Diglett? I don't know, but I can tell you what he is to me. He's an S tier. And
Hey, you know what he is to me? He's a eldritch god who I praise.
And we got a Alolan Diglett. Look at Alolan Diglett. He lives in volcanic. That's a tuft of hair.
Sorry, I've got my glasses off.
Yeah. He's got a little hat. But the story with these is these Diglett, unlike the others that live in just like regular soil, these guys live in volcanic soil. So the dirt around him here is volcanic rock, and this is Pele's hair. Do you know what Pele's hair is?
No.
Here you go. So this is an example of Pele's hair. Let me know when the stream catches up.
It is cut up, I think.
Okay, yeah. So this is Pele's hair. This is the result of lava melting sand and the wind blowing the molten sand into fine glass strands.
That's pretty sick.
So that is what Diglett's hair is based on. It's Pele's hair. So I put him also in S tier. And you'll see how that tuft of hair changes with Dugtrio. I'm putting regular Dugtrio in S as well. Middle filaments attracted via magnets. I think you're thinking of Alolan, the Alolan Geodude line, because they had hair that was metal filaments.
Yeah.
And yeah, check out this Alolan form. Look at him.
It's me. That's just straight up me.
This serves two purposes. It shows you the entire extent of Pele's hair growing off of Diglett, but also they're surfer dudes.
They're surfer dudes.
Because the region they come from, because they come from Hawaii region. So yes.
Dude.
Yeah. Alola. Yeah. Hawaii with volcanoes and such.
You two continue. I need to sprint downstairs really fast and come back really fast.
Okay.
And it's time for Meowth.
Meowth time.
I'm pretty good with Meowth.
Yeah, Meowth is decent in my opinion.
Yeah, he's one of those that's like, yeah, he's a cat, but he's upright.
Yeah.
And he's based on a lucky cat.
Yes.
Which I very much enjoy. So I would actually place him in A tier at least. So he's a little more than just an animal, like how the others are.
Yeah.
And oh boy, it's surprising how many forms he actually has. Alolan Meowth. I actually really like Alolan Meowth. I wouldn't say yeah. Trades out the normal type for dark type, and I actually like him a little more than regular Meowth, but not enough to put him in S tier, I don't think.
Yeah.
So I'd throw him in A tier. And now we've got Galarian Meowth. So far, he's the only Pokemon that has, like, since regional form started, that has a regional form for all of the regions that have had them so far.
Yeah.
Which is pretty neat. So Galarian Meowth has really cool origins as a Viking, in terms of his design. He and Berserker are references to the ancient. Hey! Speaking of, we're talking about your country now.
I see a boy.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. We got Meowth, right? We got Alolan Meowth, who's like Meowth brought to Alola, who were spoiled, but the royal family that brought them and kept them was destroyed, and so these Alolan form Meowth just sort of went out and propagated. And now in the Galar region we have Galarian Meowth.
I love them.
So we have normal type, dark type, and this one is steel type. And now I was about to mention this because this is why we're talking about your country. The UK in ancient times had a history of being raided by Vikings, and just being taken over by the Vikings. Meowth is a little Viking. This Galarian Meowth's a little Viking. He's got the horn helmet. He's still got the lucky pennant, but it's like black instead. Got big old claws. He's a steel type. He's a Viking. So I like his design origin more than the previous two, because it takes Meowth's design and like applies it to a different region. So the design elements are still there from the classic, but they're even more enhanced. So I'd actually put this guy in S tier.
Yeah, I can see that. They're actually they're kind of based on Viking berserkers who used to have roughed looks like that.
Which is why I'm gonna head. I can't. I wanted to start and skip
Johnny's
because
from Norway himself, so he knows all about the Viking stuff.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So Berserker is what this Meowth evolves into. It doesn't evolve into a variant of Persian like the other two do. Meowth evolves into a brand new evolution in its line called Berserker that looks even more like a Viking.
Berserker does just fit, doesn't it?
I won't put him on the tier list yet, but I will at least look him up really quick just so you can see. Let me see. Why can't I find him? Okay, I can't find him on the Pokédex search for some reason. Maybe I'm spelling it wrong. Okay, no, I was spelling it right. Yeah, here you go. Check him out.
Waiting for the
There he
script.
is.
See, he looks even more like a little Viking boy. His ears turn into horns, like a proper helmet. Big ol' smiling, horrifying face. Yeah, I'll get to him later
I
though.
can tell you when he's trying to contain himself because Vikings did not wear the spiky helmets.
I'm sure, yeah. I know they didn't. I know they didn't. Don't worry.
Apologies, that's just my biggest pet peeve.
Anyway, Persian. Now, this is actually, to me, a little bit of a step back from Meowth. Because Meowth was, like, an animal, but he had a little more to it. Persian, I'm not really sure what else Persian's based on. Because it just sort of looks like a regular sort of big cat now. I'm gonna go to Bulbapedia. Maybe there's a little more to his origin that I don't know about. Create a new tier called Just Pikachu to clear the list. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll probably do that, yeah. Just to get the forms out of the way. So I'm gonna go down to the origins for Persian. More similar to Siamese cats than its namesake. Persian cats, and its species in Japanese means Siamese cat. Okay, so he's more based on Siamese cats, apparently. He's also similar to large wild cats such as pumas. The gem on its head makes it resemble carbuncle, a Latin American mythological beast that had a jewel in its forehead. Oh, that's neat. Carbuncle. Wow, okay. That's interesting. Huh. So that's a cool little bit of extra to the origin. Like, the gem implies something a little more, but I don't think it's really enough to make him look like more than just an animal. So I'd put him in B. What do you guys think?
I think that fits.
Yeah. Johnny?
Johnny, did you die? He might have perished briefly.
Okay. He's still in the chat, but yeah. Alright, we'll just keep going. Then Persian has the Alolan form that evolves from Alolan Meowth. Kind of a similar thing. He's a fat cat. Clearly he's got that going on. Trades out the normal type for the dark type. But still I'd put him in about the same place as regular Persian. He's got a blue gem now though, which is cool. And he looks a little more grumpy.
Grumpy boy. I love my grumpy Pokemon.
I wouldn't
Or
agree,
anything-
Creeper Wolf.
Hello.
I've already put Galarian, Meowth, and S tier, so it's too late. It's too late for that.
I'm sorry, what did they say?
Said all regional Meowth variations are horrible.
You're going
Alolan
to catch
Persian is
me.
Alolan Persian is amazing. Fight me. No, I do like it. I'm not saying it's bad. Like I said, everything like I can only think of one Pokemon that I believe would be worthy of even a D tier. But I may change my mind if I re-explain it to myself when we get to it. Anyway.
I returned.
Hey.
What happened? Where you go?
I said I was gonna mute my mic for a few seconds, and I'm
Oh,
gonna
that's
mute it
right.
again because I'm currently mixing something that
I
will
got
keep me
you.
away for a little longer.
Psyduck.
Psyduck.
Oh shit!
I
Hold
love-
on. I forgot about something. Meowth. He's got a Gigantamax form. It's Gigantamax Meowth.
He's just long boy, long cat.
Yeah, this is like picking up a cat by its front legs.
He just becomes long cat. Oh, rest in peace, long cat.
What do you think of this
Yeah.
boy?
Longest of boys.
Oh yeah. So
It is
This-
a reference to the long cat.
yeah, this really pushes Meowth over an edge for me. Like, Meowth was just like
Yes.
barely reminds me of Cat Dog. Yeah. Meowth was already just like, okay, he's a cat with a little bit more,
This is fucking horrifying. And this is clearly not just a cat. Like, I think he's also based on a yokai of some kind. But I'd put him in S tier. I love this form. Anyway. Psyduck. Oh yeah, I need to make a new tier to clear out the Pikachus. Hold on. Oh shoot. I just replaced the D tier. Just Pikachu.
Yeah.
These guys in here. Alright, there we go. Okay, so, Psyduck. I like Psyduck a lot. It's my sister's favorite Pokemon. She absolutely loves Psyduck. She also really likes Giraffrig. What's that?
The lore behind him is really great.
Yeah, he has a lot of headaches, and they give him strange powers. So even when he evolves, he's not a psychic type, but it's like he has some kind of latent psychic ability that's trying to come out, which I feel like is something they should totally explore for a regional variant down the line. Like, I'd love to see an actual psychic type Psyduck.
There's also the fact that if he gets too stressed, his head explodes.
Yeah, there's that also.
There's that fact. Can't forget about that.
So this guy is just iconic. He's clearly not just a duck. No duck stands upright. And like the additional story behind him, I'd say he almost reaches S tier for me, but not totally. I'd still keep him in A. But he's very high A for me.
I agree with that.
Yeah. What do you think of this little derpy boy, Emily?
I love Psyduck.
Now we are on to Golduck. Again, we got this like red gem thing here. I mean, no duck has like a humanoid appearance like Psyduck. Is what I meant by that. All ducks stand upright. Yes. No ducks have like arms and arms like this. They don't look like this. This is what I'm saying. Like it's recognizably enough a duck, but not an actual, like, you couldn't mistake this for a real animal.
What do you mean? That's just a duck.
It's just a duck.
Well, that's especially
before.
That's especially so with Golduck. Like, look at this thing.
That's just a duck, my guy.
It's got the webbed toes, claws on his on the tips of his fingers. He's got kind of like these horns up here, which is really cool. Hold on a second. I see a spammer. Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Llama,
anyway.
why?
Why would you do this?
Oh, there we go. That took a second. Damn. Anyway, yeah, I like Golduck design-wise. Golduck design-wise is a little more... I don't have mercy for spammers. Golduck design-wise is definitely a step up from Psyduck. I'd place him in an S tier. It's interesting, though, that the headaches and psychic abilities just kind of disappear. It's like they can't fully come out when he finally evolves. So I really, in the future, I really want a psychic type Golduck that explores his psychic power a little more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Golduck is partially based on the Kappa. Yeah, the Kappa yokai. We got Mankey.
Mankey's just angry.
He's an angry ball of monkey.
Angry little monkey man.
Monkeys get S tier.
Yeah, Snake. I'd put them in timeout first, and then if they come back and spam again, just fucking mute them from the channel. They're annoying. I hate spam so much. But yeah, this is like a pig monkey thing. Like, this is again like an A tier because it's just above an animal. Like, it's not outright a monkey. Like there's clearly something else about it.
I am very biased in this situation because I just like monkeys. So I'm just gonna say every monkey's S tier.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Funny monkey. I don't know what to
Then
say.
we've got Primeape. Look at this angry fuck.
He's just angry.
He
Or
is
Prime-
funny.
Yeah. He is the Primeape. Yes, he is. But like, just like with Mankey, I'd put him in A tier. Oppressive.
What have
I
you
like.
now? Eh?
What
Yeah,
have
he's-
you now,
He's
Aid?
got like a constantly bulging like vein, like he's about to just have a conniption.
He's about to pop a blood vessel in his eye.
Yeah. Now we got Growlithe.
I love
No.
the
Growlithe.
dog.
Growlithe is interesting to me because he has elements of a tiger, but is very clearly a dog.
He
Like-
reminds me of a Tibetan Mastiff.
Tibetan Mastiff?
There you go. That's the one.
Let me see. I'm gonna look him up.
Tibetan Mastiff. Yes.
Dun, 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 dun.
Like, not color-wise, but shape-wise definitely reminds me of a Tibetan Mastiff.
Yeah, I'd say so, I guess. I am curious about... Let me pull up the Bulbapedia page on him. I should just keep Bulbapedia open. I do very much like Growlithe, though. Yeah, I'd say I'd probably put him in S tier. He's very...
Good.
He's a very distinctive design. Let's see. Likely based on a Japanese dog called Shisa. Shisa? Okay, like a legendary dog, lion dog. That makes sense. Which are guardians that resemble lions with traits of tigers and dogs, also called foo dogs in the West. Often found in pairs, believed to invite good luck and used as guardians, which may have inspired Growlithe's protective nature. So it's not outwardly based on any specific real-life dog, which definitely helps his design already.
Hmm.
He's purely based on a mythical dog, which is interesting. So yeah, I'm putting him in S, and probably the same goes for Arcanine. I didn't realize how big Arcanine is. Do you want to take a guess how tall Arcanine is?
He's like-
No, tell me.
8 foot.
He is 6'3".
I'm taller than him. Yes.
I'm shorter than Arcanine. I'm shorter
Like-
than Dog.
When you have an Arcanine walk behind you in Let's Go, instead of just having it walk behind you, you will actually ride on the back of Arcanine, and it's awesome. He's 341 pounds. He is a fire type badass, and he is S tier.
100%.
Are you ready for an adorable? Because
Yeah.
guess what?
Go.
Guess what? Junk.
What?
We've got Frog. It's a tadpole. It's
Frog!
Poliwag.
I love Poliwag.
Poliwag is adorable.
I have a Poliwag.
So what's interesting about this is, like, obviously, you know, tadpole inspiration, but I love that add this spiral to his chest. And it's like how some if not most tadpoles, you can see their intestines through their skin.
Yeah, I think there's like a specific frog for that. I can't remember what
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
called.
I think it's like a grass frog or something like that.
Maybe glass? I don't know.
Oh my god, my music player froze. Why? I'm just playing music. Come on. Yeah, I don't know why it just stopped working. Hold on. I need to fix this. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Explorer. Jeez. Windows Explorer was freaking the hell out. There we go. Okay, music back. Anyway, yes. I love this little guy. In fact, I think the entire poly line is very high tier.
I would say A. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah. I'd say Poliwag's A. And now we've got evolution. So what's interesting about these guys is they don't really stop being tadpoles. So like Poliwhirl, boom. What is this guy? He's adorable. Like, but he's not necessarily a frog. He's kind of a frog.
Maybe he's just some kind of amphibian.
Yeah. It says, staring at the swirl on its belly causes drowsiness. This trait of Poliwhirls has been used in place of lullabies to get children to go to sleep. That's funny. But I'd put Poliwhirl in the same place. And then we've got Poliwrath. This is Poliwhirl with muscle. And he looks distinctly more like a frog in this.
Yeah.
It's like he's actually reached frog at this point.
He's become a...
He also gains the fighting type. So he's water fighting here. He can beat the shit out of you. This is a frog that can beat the shit out of you. So I actually...
If you don't believe me, click here.
So I actually like Poliwrath to a degree that I would actually place him in S tier. I really like him a lot. It's Abra. It's the snoozy boy. Abra and his entire line are so iconic and just so well known, and their design is so like well thought out and well done. Just the entire Abra line is S tier. I don't think anyone would have a problem with that.
I mean, they get S tier instantly because their evolution line is literally Abracadabra Alakazam.
Yeah. Speaking of Kadabra, he's got a spoon.
There we go.
He's got a large tail.
Now.
He's starting to get like a mustache kind of thing going on.
There is no spoon.
I like him. Boom. What do you think of these guys so far, by the way? Emily.
I love him.
Abra, Kadabra, Alakazam. Boom. Apparently Alakazam has a supercomputer brain. It has an incredibly high level of intelligence. Some say Alakazam remembers everything that has ever happened to it from birth until death, which is fucking sick. And also, Mega Alakazam. He's a guru.
Fucking huge.
He's meditating. He's got like his feet locked, levitating some spoons above him. I love Mega Alakazam. Boom. Kadabra's body is lined with specific symbols from a type of card deck used for training IRL ESP abilities. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Oh yeah, yeah, the star and the wavy lines. That's pretty neat. Here we got Machamp. What do you guys think of Machamp? I want to hear what you think of him.
Machamp is just small lad with big muscle.
Small lad.
Determination.
Yeah.
I would put him in A tier.
Yeah, A
Like,
tier.
I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good with him.
He's a small boy with hopes and dreams.
Then we got Machoke. He's got a champion belt on. He's got some more muscle definition. I'd say he's still about in the same league design-wise as Machop.
Yeah. I would agree with that. It's just
I would agree.
he gets some bonus points from me just because with the belt, you know he's done something in his life.
Yeah. Yes. But then you get Machamp. Oh. Whoa.
Big boy with 4 arms.
Guess what? S tier.
He's the S tier.
4 arms. Fuck yes, dude. He's terrifying, and he reminds me of Forearms. Do you know?
From Ben 10.
Yeah. He's a Tetramand. And also, have you seen Machamp got a Gigantamax form? Have you seen this one?
No.
I'm scared.
Terrified. He's really just the
Horror.
His muscles are just coursing with so much energy that they're cracking his skin.
They're actually just so much energy that he's creating heat with his muscles.
He's too strong. It says the Gigantamax energy coursing through his arms makes its punches hit as hard as bomb blasts. This motherfucker is 82 feet tall. Boom.
He punches something and just...
This is an S tier boy right here.
He's S tier boy right there.
Love it. Looks even more like forearms in that form. Yeah, I'd say so. Big bulging muscles. Bellsprout. All right, so I want to know where you guys rank Bellsprout. And actually, I'll flash through the whole line here real quick. There's Bellsprout, Weepin' Bell, and Victory Bell. There's
That
like a pitcher
last
plant.
one is that pitcher plants are carnivorous, aren't they?
Yes, carnivorous plant. These guys are
Hey.
grass poison. Yeah. So, like, what do you guys think of these? Like, where would you rank them?
For me, the entire line, this is like, for me, it's from a design standpoint, I don't like the way they've done the eyes of the mid tier. No, the mid evolution. And generally design-wise, it's a original and interesting design using the roots on the first evolution to kind of make legs.
Yeah.
But from a standpoint of where from when I played the games, they were just so uninteresting to me, like the entire evolution line, that I would personally put them in C tier.
Okay. What do you think, Jack?
Kind of same. I like plants. I'm either C or B on them.
Okay.
They're cute, but I mean,
Yeah.
the only one I really like is the last one because carnivorous plant. I hate that, but I love it.
So here's what I would do. I do love carnivorous plants, and Victory Bell has an iconic stance as James's Pokemon. That every time it would fly out of his Pokeball, it would turn around and bite his head. But also, I do love carnivorous plants. Between like Victory Bell and Carnivine later, I like Venus flytraps more than pitcher plants. So I really like Carnivine. But normally what I'd do probably is I'd put Bellsprout and Weepin' Bell personally in B tier, and then have Weepin' Bell in A tier. But I have a more personal connection with these guys because Bellsprout was my first shiny Pokemon.
Fair enough.
So just because of my own personal connection with these guys, I'm gonna shift them up a tier, respectively for each of them. So Bellsprout and Weepin' Bell.
It's your tier list. I'm just here being grumpy and shit.
This is where the personal element for me comes in and how they'll affect my rankings. Plus, because I spent time training up that shiny Bellsprout, I've come to really like them, and in all of their derpiness and all of their weirdness. So yeah, Victory Bell would be an S tier for me. Right now, I can't use my shiny Victory Bell. He's sitting in Pokemon Home right now, doing nothing, because he can't go into Shield or into Sword. So yeah, he's vibing. He's sitting there. He greets me whenever I open up because I favorited him. So he's sitting there saying hi with his blue lips. Yeah, I should show you shiny Victory Bell actually here. It's not the best shiny, I suppose, to start with, like to be your first shiny, but I still like him. So he's got like a greenish body, brown leaves. Looks kind of like he's wilting or something with those brown leaves, and the blue mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, that's freaking hilarious. You see this?
Wait. Oh yeah.
He's falling in. He's being digested.
Guys.
Slowly but surely. Pokemon Go is no more.
Anyway, yeah. Tentacool.
I love this evolution line. Oh my lord.
I do like these guys, yeah. I really enjoy these guys. What do you think of Tentacool here, Junk?
He's pretty sick.
It's just
Oh, yeah.
squid.
He's like a little jellyfish squid thing. Like with these red orbs. is really interesting, but I will say I like Tentacool significantly less than Tentacruel. I will put Tentacool. I'd put Tentacool in A. Tentacruel though, look at this thing.
Is the easy S tier.
This guy is horrifying. I would not want to be in the water knowing that this thing is here. This thing is 5 feet tall.
It is like when you think about 5 feet tall. I mean, it's tall, but it's not really tall. Imagine being in the water and that thing comes bolting towards you.
Yes. Misty in the anime, Misty was traumatized by a group of Tentacruel.
I would be too.
Yeah. So, if there are no objections, S tier.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. Hey, look, guys, it's Geodude.
Yo,
It's him.
He's rock with arms.
he's a rock with arms.
He's an A tier.
Yeah, I like that with Geodude. They just went, rock, and it was like, not original enough. Give him arms.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And now that kind of segues into a point that I want to make right now. If you're gonna try and use, if any of you in chat and you, Johnny, are gonna try and use the excuse that later Pokemon are lazier because they're just items with faces, fuck off.
No, so dude, the later Pokemons, like, they get like, of course, it's like, object with face, but that's an object with face. That's hella cute. So I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, like frickin' Muck and Grimer, and as well as Electrode, are examples of Pokemon that are just things with faces. You have no excuse whatsoever to use that reasoning to say a Pokemon later on is bad. Like,
Yup.
So that's where this is. Geodude's an A tier. And he has an Alolan form. His entire line have Alolan forms. So the idea with this is Geodude is rock ground. When they move to the Alola region, they are rock electric. So they are magnetic. And we've got, what we get is these gray versions of the entire evolution line that have iron filings stuck to them.
Oh, yeah, there it is. There it is.
So just these iron filings just stick on as eyebrows and little tufts of hair.
Some fucker out there, dead ass, took out a hammer and just started nailing shit to them.
Like, I like him. I'd put him in the same place as regular Geodude. And then we got Graveler. I like this guy. He's got a lot of sass to him. Like, he's here to fuck you up.
For me, from Geodude to Graveler, is like, okay, that makes sense. And then from Graveler to what's his name?
Golem.
What's his name? Yeah, Golem is like, wait, what happened?
Is it Graveler? I like Graveler a little more than Geodude, but I'd still place him in A tier, personally.
Same here.
And then we've got a Alolan Graveler. Now we've got these chunks of like yellow rock in him. I believe that these are like little packets of electrically charged iron is what this is, or something like that. It's like some other specific type of rock that has something to do with the electric powers. What was that, Emily?
Nah, I was gonna say amber, but there's nothing you can do with electricity to do with amber. Plus, amber is more of a thing you find on trees and stuff, isn't it?
Let me go back. I want to look up Alolan Graveler's dex entries here real quick.
Could it also be like I know you're looking into it now, but couldn't it also be electric stones, like
Thunderstones?
Yeah, thunderstones.
That would be pretty cool.
Thunder.
Let me see. Alolan Graveler. Its preferred food is Dravite. Is Dravite? Oh, Tourmaline. Okay, no, it's not. It just likes to eat it.
Charmeleon can look like that. I think, can it?
Crystals, after it has eaten this mineral, crystals from inside the Pokemon, crystals form inside the Pokemon, rising to the surface part of its body. Okay, so that's what the yellow is. They're, altered tourmaline that pushes to the top of its body. Let's see. My body is tinged with electricity due to the stones it likes to eat. It is very quick-tempered. Ooh.
Going right back again.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, I'd put him in A tier still, along with the other Pokemon.
To A tier with you, boy.
And here we got Golem. Now, I can understand thinking, what the hell happened? From Graveler to Golem. But I want to point out that it's kind of like, it's growing in this order of like one rock, then like building up sand around it, and then like the sand hardens into a much larger rock, and he's basically a walking boulder. So the question is, where did this reptilian kind of thing come from? So I'm gonna look this up and see what the design origin is, and maybe see what's up with that. Golem is based on a golem, more specifically on representations in modern role-playing games, which usually are ogre-like creatures whose bodies are covered in or made of stones. So that does make sense to me. It's also inspired by a yokai, which of course it would be. It might also be based on tortoises. So given that the origin here is that it's like a rock creature that gains like flesh as it grows, I still think it's good. I still think it checks out. It did make sense to me personally as a kid. But what do you think, Emily?
I like him. I like Rock Boy.
Yes. I'd put him in A tier along with the others. Yeah, like a good golem.
Yeah.
Now Alolan Golem. Check this boy out. He's got a big old beard.
Beardy boy.
Now, what's really fun is it says it uses magnetism to accelerate and fire off rocks tinged with electricity. Even if it doesn't score a direct hit, the jolt of electricity will do the job. It literally uses these prongs on its back like a railgun. This thing is basically a walking taser.
Oh my god.
So, that's horrifying. And I love that.
Littlest taser boy.
I wouldn't say it necessarily elevates him above the others. But I do like it. I'd say I like it more than regular Golem. Alright, now we get into Ponyta. Look, it's Ponyta!
Horse!
Fire horse! When it's shiny, the fire is blue, by the way, which is awesome.
I think that's pretty sick.
So, Ponyta is one of these examples where just a little thing, like a little goes a long way. I love Ponyta and its evolution. I'm putting it S tier. This fire horse is awesome.
Or one's higher up.
So the shiny does a lot for me as well in that department, being a blue fire, which is awesome. But then Ponyta got a Galarian form. So in the Galar region, based on the UK, what do you imagine that this might become? Yeah, unicorn. It became a psychic type.
I love that.
Yeah, he's a happy little fluffy unicorn.
Oh.
Guess what? It's also S tier.
That's exactly where it belongs.
And we got Rapidash. Now, Rapidash already has the beginnings of a unicorn going on here.
of course this guy's also, you know, S tier. But like the giant fire mane, it's 5 feet tall, which is awesome. It's about, you know, it's the correct size for a horse.
It's how tall?
5 feet tall.
That is small for a horse.
Is it small for a horse?
Yeah.
Most horses are about 6 feet up to like 6'5".
Okay, I didn't know that.
I'll send you a picture of me standing next to a horse one day.
Oh, all right. And then of course Galarian Rapidash. Wow.
Unicorn!
Psychic Fairy. Hell yes. Esther.
Anything fairy, in my opinion, is Esther. Because the designs for fairy Pokemons are just the greatest. I'm a sucker for pastels. What can I say?
You a brony?
Well, no. Okay, now. Keepers, I'm gonna need you to step back one step. That's a huge allegation right there.
I mean,
my face on the internet anymore. Keeper said I was a brony. No.
I mean, whoever designed Galarian Ponyta probably was.
Most likely, he ain't denying it. Nah, Snake, I
snake.
am not a brony.
Look at this, My Little Pony ass Ponyta.
It's
Where's the
adorable.
cutie mark? Where's the cutie mark, bro?
Anyway, Slowpoke.
The
So
best.
good.
This boy is a slow-witted, really derpy little piece of shit, and I love him.
I love
Me.
He's A tier.
A tier for you.
He's a water
boy.
psychic. And wouldn't you know, he got Galarian form, where he loses the water typing and is only psychic.
Becomes a slug.
Do you know what they did for him? Added yellow.
Yeah. He got lazier and they just added yellow to him.
I feel like I don't want to. I would actually rank him lower for that because he's not really like. They just added yellow, but if there's a good reason behind it, I could probably look past it.
Wasn't it?
He was
What's
pissed
the one with the There's a yellow psychic Pokemon. The evolution of it has a a pendant.
That's Drowsy and Hypno.
Yeah. It's like the top of the head just looks like Hypno.
Yeah, that's kind of true. Yeah. Okay, due to its marine nature, shape, and association with shellfish, Slowpoke may be based on a species of otter. May also be based on giant salamander or hippopotamus. Yet, its ability to regenerate its own tail if cut off refers to autonomy. It doesn't even talk about the yellow being added or what that means.
Maybe it's on the specifics for this guy? I don't know.
Let me look at the Pokedex here real quick. For him. Although this Pokemon is normally zoned out, its expression abruptly sharpens on occasion. The cause for this seems to lie in Slowpoke's diet. Because Galarian Slowpoke eat the seeds of a plant that grows only in Galar, their tail have developed a spicy flavor. Ah, that's why. I forgot.
So
Yeah,
spicy now?
it's slow. These Slowpoke rely on a diet only found on the equivalent of Birth Island for Galar, which is the Isle of Armor. And it is because of this unique diet, its evolutionary forms also take on different things. But that makes sense though, because I don't know if you know this, Emily, but Slowpoke tail is edible in Pokemon.
Delicacy.
Like it's a delicacy, because the tails grow back, and apparently the Slowpoke don't even notice when the tail is taken. Like,
Biggest dumbasses on the planet. I love
yeah,
them.
enormous dumbasses. But yeah, because of that, the color change has to do with the spicy diet they have. So
C tier.
this is I'll go ahead and place it with regular Slowpoke. Because it's interesting enough, you know. Because honestly, the evolutions make up for it. So, Slowbro. So what happens here is a Slowpoke will either fish with its tail in the water or will just sit with its tail in the water sometimes. And if a Shelder passes by and bites it, both Pokemon will evolve at the same time, and it causes Slowpoke to kind of wake up a little bit.
There's something biting me.
So he wakes up a little bit, he gets a little more powerful, but he is still very stupid. That was interesting. It says that the sweet flavors seeping from Slowbro's tail make the Shelder feel as if its life is a dream, which is kind of dark. Because now the Shelder just lives in permanent dream state. I'm gonna look at some more. I'm gonna look at some more Pokedex entries for Slowbro real quick, as well, to see if there's anything else to the tail being bit. Oh yeah, Slowbro has a Mega Evolution.
Oh yeah.
I almost forgot about that. Okay. Slowbro's tail has a Shelder firmly attached to its bite. As a result, the tail can't be used for fishing anymore. This causes Slowbro to grudgingly swim and catch prey instead. Okay, so it forces him to be more active, is what it does. So yeah. Oh, apparently there's also a poison that comes out of the Shelder too. Though usually dim-witted, it seems to become inspired if the Shelder on its tail bites down. Naturally dull to begin with, it's lost its ability to feel pain due to the Shelder's seeping poison. There it is, yeah. So, Slowbro can no longer feel pain, and the Shelder is in a constant dream state, and it has to go out and hunt. So, I like that. I like that. It's just forcing Slowpoke to be more active. I'll put him in A tier, though. I do really very much like him. It looks like the person who made this template forgot that Mega Slowbro exists. Look at this!
Boy.
The Mega Fluid, or the Mega Energy, doesn't go to evolving Slowbro further, it goes to evolving the Shelder further. Let me see, where's, yeah, Mega Slowbro. All the energy from Mega Evolution poured into the Shelder on its tail, leaving Slowpoke to be swallowed whole. When bathed with Mega Energy, Shelder converts into an impregnable armor. There's virtually no change in Slowpoke. So that's really funny. I would put him with Slowbro though. Even if like I wish I had Mega Slowpoke to put up here, but he just doesn't have it. But that's where he would go. Is A tier as well. And then here we got Galarian Slowbro. Instead of biting the tail, the Shelder has bit his arm. And it's made him into a poison type instead of a water type. So he's poison psychic. A Shelder bite set off a chemical reaction with the spices inside of Slowbro's body, causing Slowbro to become a poison type Pokemon. So now, if you were to eat his tail, you would probably either be very sick or die, because of the poison in there. And the Shelder acts like a gun. He fires poison out of his arm.
It's like I got the Glock.
Yeah. Shelder bite. So if this Pokemon squeezes the tongue of the Shelder biting it, the Shelder will launch a toxic fluid from the tip of its shell. So that's very cool. I really enjoy that. I think I like that more than Slowbro, normal Slowbro, but not enough to raise it a tier. But he is very cool. Now we got Magnemite. I will honestly say, I like Magnemite a lot. I like both Magnemite and Magneton a lot. To the degree I think I'd put them in S tier. But what do you guys think?
I think they're magnets.
Yeah, they're little floating fun magnets.
That's all I think.
Yeah. What do you think, Johnny?
I love they're just doofuses.
So I'm gonna put them in S tier. I really like them there. And yeah, Magneton is 3 Magnemites stuck together. Which is really funny. Keepers, I saw you have a certain drummer from Imminent Death. What? Drummer? I don't know what you mean. Are you ready for Farfetch'd? Look at Farfetch'd.
There he is.
He's got a leak.
He's got a lead.
So here's what's really interesting about Farfetch'd. Farfetch'd is first off, Farfetch'd is a duck carrying a stalk. I don't think that's enough to really make him like above B tier. So I'd place him in B tier design wise.
Okay, first of all, how dare you? I'm so sorry.
I'm sure there's some kind of origin behind him, like maybe he's related to a specific monster or something like that from like a yokai or something. But, you know. But here's what is interesting. When they were looking for inspiration for the UK setting for Galar, one of their representatives went through a market in the UK and found that the leeks in the UK are way fucking bigger than the ones that are in Japan. So as a result, the stock that Galarian Farfetch'd has is fucking huge.
It's just massive.
The Farfetch'd of Galar region are brave warriors, and they wield thick, tough leeks in battle. So, I actually like this better than regular Farfetch'd.
Yeah.
He's like a big buster. Like, he's carrying around a giant club and can fuck shit up, and he's angry, he's got attitude. So I'd place him in A tier. And then Galarian Farfetch'd has an evolution called Surfetch'd, which we'll get to much, much later, because Galar is all the way at the bottom of this list. Doduo!
Doduo!
I like Doduo. He's automatically clearly not a regular bird. But look at him, he's adorable. Look at these two little adorable heads. He's like a kiwi with a long neck. It's like if you mixed a kiwi with an ostrich and added a second head.
Yeah.
Put two kiwis together.
Yep. So I really like him. I'd call him an A tier. Its short wings make flying difficult? It has wings? The Pokédex says that it has really short wings, apparently.
Like little wings and it's flat.
I guess, yeah. That's
Is it
adorable.
like kiwi wings?
It's like what?
Like kiwi wings, because they have really tiny, tiny little...
I guess, yeah. That definitely cements the kiwi inspiration for the design.
Well, I'm pretty sure they do. As far as I'm aware.
Let me look up, I want to see what the rest of the Pokédex says with this. Dodu's heads never sleep at the same time? Its two heads take turns sleeping, so one head could always keep watch while the other sleeps. These guys are adorable. I love them.
I love them.
A two-headed Pokemon that was discovered as sudden mutation. It runs at a pace of over 60 miles an hour. Damn. Bird that makes up for its poor flying with its fast foot speed. Okay, poor flying? That means that this thing can fly a little bit? Like a little bit?
A little bit of a flutter going on.
Alright, well, anyway, Dodrio is a badass.
Hell yeah.
It's like Ghidorah, but bird.
But bird.
Yeah.
I'd say I like him design-wise a little better than Doduo, though I love the cuteness of Doduo. I wouldn't say I'd place him in S tier yet, though. I want some kind of like Mega Evolution or alternate form of Dodrio, though, down the line. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Seal. Can you guess what this one's based on?
Dog.
Oh, I didn't see it until now. You pointed it out. This is a dog.
It's just a dog.
Holy shit. Emily.
That's just a bull terrier.
Oh, jeez.
Bird.
serious note though, both Seal and its evolution Dugong, as cute as they are, these are outright animals.
Yes.
So they're going to B with the other straight up animals. I still love them, and they do still have awesome water ice powers. But yeah.
They are animals.
I'm gonna cry? Why are you gonna cry? Because they're so adorable? Magnemite is S tier. Hell yes. Yes, he is. Grimer. He's our big old pile of goo.
Gooey boys.
Resident Goo Boy.
Yes. I put him in A tier.
That's fine with me.
I'm good with that. He's made of apparently some kind of power of the moon brought him to life from a puddle of goo. So yeah, there's that. Pizza the Hut. Oh my god, that's so good. Yeah, he's very Pizza the Hut like. Oh man, and he's got an Alolan form. Check this out.
Color.
So, what's up with this is,
Oil.
Grimer were brought to eat the trash and act as like a waste disposal for Alola. So these Grimers steadily stopped eating like sludge and started eating trash. So they stopped putting out as much toxins themselves, and they accumulate chunks of hard trash, which is what these teeth are. And you see them more in muck later, in Alolan muck. But here's another interesting thing. This is a really interesting moral quandary with Grimer. I'm gonna put Alolan Grimer in A tier though with regular Grimer.
Yeah.
I'd say that's good. That's right. But here's the interesting thing. It says now in the more recent Pokemon games that Grimer are going extinct.
Oh.
Do you know about this?
I did not know about that.
Okay, so because the world's like energy production and manufacturing is getting better, they're putting out less sludge, and because of that, Grimer can't keep living because they feed on that sludge. So as the world gets better with energy production and with manufacturing and stuff, these Grimer are slowly dying out because their food source is disappearing.
I'm not eco-friendly anymore.
These Grimer, the Alolan Grimer are fine. These Grimer will probably exist forever. They'll have practically endless supply of trash to eat. These guys are dying. So to actually combat this and be as a conservation effort for these Grimer, there are intentionally made sludge pits for these Grimer to live in and continue existing.
I love that.
Isn't that interesting? That's so interesting.
To the sludge pit with...
Yeah, I love that. Like the way that you would have to conserve these Grimer like this. So that's really cool. I really like that. And then Muck. The same thing goes for Muck. You know, Muck's also going extinct. But yeah, design-wise, he is literally just a bigger Grimer.
Yeah.
But I don't have a problem with that. He's got lots of sludge. He's been eating his sludge. He's a big, healthy, sludgy boy. Oh yeah. Also, they gain for the Alolan forms. I believe they gain the Dark type, which is interesting.
You've been eating your sludge, sweetie?
Now, Alolan Muck, look at this guy. I like Alolan Muck, I have to say.
Alolan Muck is great.
He's got like this whole oil slick thing going on.
Yeah.
You can see the chunks of trash accumulating in his on the surface of his skin. It's kind of making teeth, but also claws. I really like this design-wise more than Muck. Enough to the point where I would personally put him in S tier. But what do you guys think?
I think S tier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable.
Well, yeah, Alolan Muck is really cool. I feel sad for Cantonian Muck because he's slowly dying. Next up, Shelter. This is the Pokemon that bites Slowbro.
So it evolves into a cloister, a different type of cloister when it bites down on Slowpoke. But this is how Shellder normally looks, and I love him. He's adorable.
We love Shelby.
He's got these big, dumb eyes, big old tongue. He's cute.
Cutest of boys.
I put him in A tier.
Where he belongs.
Yes. Cloyster. I love Cloyster. He is awesome. He's badass. I have a shiny Cloyster from a giveaway. And the shell turns blue, like a deep blue color. And it's awesome, and I love him. He's going in S tier. So the other thing that I want to make clear as well is something that I think like a lot of people just kind of don't consider, is that literally every Pokemon is probably someone's favorite Pokemon.
Yeah.
You know, someone likes one of all of these. Too many evil jokes. Too many evil jokes for Cloyster? What do you mean? He does look evil. But yeah, that's also something I'm considering with this, because I really don't feel like I've encountered a Pokemon here yet that would go into C. Personally.
Yeah.
I do know of one that will probably be in C, for me personally. All the others though I don't think will be down there.
What's your personal C, or are we gonna wait till we get to it?
We're gonna wait till we get to it because it links up with another Pokemon that's near her. So yeah, when we get to her, she's part of a duo. I don't want to say what it is yet because I will go on a tirade right now about it. So I want to wait on that. Ghastly, classic, Ghastly, Toxic Ghost. The entire line is going to be S tier, and no one can stop me.
Fair enough.
I agree with you.
Yep, Ghastly. All these guys are little pieces of shit. They just want to cause mischief. I love the way that he looks with his black body, the two eyes, and the mouth. Ghost type Pokemon are some of the most well-designed Pokemon, I think.
Yeah.
Then we got Haunter. Hell yes, my dude.
Give me Gengar.
Here he is, it's Gengar.
Yes.
Little fucker.
Gengar, S tier. Boom.
Yeah. Right
And-
where he belongs.
Do you know he has two alternate forms too?
I did not.
He's got a Mega form. Look at Mega Gengar.
Massive motherfucker on deck.
He sinks, like whenever you throw him out and you Mega Evolve him, he actually sinks into the ground. He is passing briefly into another dimension. So that's fucking awesome. I love Mega Gengar, for sure. I have a shiny one, which is awesome. I have a shiny Gengar that can Mega, because I didn't move him. And then I also caught a Mega Gengar in Galar that can Gigantamax. Look at Gigantamax Gengar.
Oh, Gigantomax Gengar is just terrifying.
Oh yeah. Rumor has it that its gigantic mouth leads not into its body filled with cursed energy, but instead directly to the afterlife.
Oh, what is that based off of? That's like based off of something very specific. I don't remember.
But also, what I love is between the Mega form and the Gigantamax form, they kept the idea that if you fill him with power, see, he's sunk into the ground. His arms are coming out of the ground. So they've kept that design element, which I really appreciate.
Yeah.
So, yeah, S tier also. He's 65 feet tall.
Jesus.
So, yeah, that's freaking awesome. That haunted house with Ashbrook Misty. I think I have seen that briefly, yeah, where there's a group of, there's a Gengar, Haunter, and Ghastly patronizing them. So,
Being little terrors.
on the list here, you can see this Onyx here. This is a crystal Onyx that appeared only in the anime. It's not an actual form in the games or anything like that. So I'm not going to change the Just Pikachu to extra forms and slip Crystal Onyx in there because he's not an actual Pokemon. He does look cool though.
Yeah.
Anyway, actual Onyx. Boom.
Boulder Snake. I like this. Here's another interesting thing. Onix is 28 fucking feet tall.
It's terrifying to think about.
Yes. So
Big
I really love Onix. I'd put him in A tier personally.
I'm fine with that.
Um,
No quarrels here.
yeah, he has an evolution, but he's not introduced until the next region, so we're not seeing him yet. But I will outright say I like that one more than Onix, and to the degree I'd put him in S tier. But yeah, you evolve him with a steel coat. He becomes a steel type, which is neat. Anyway, Drowsy. He's based on both a tapir, or tapir, however you pronounce that, and some kind of yokai. I forget what yokai he's based on, but it is a yokai that has something to do with dreams. I'm cool with Drowsy.
Yeah.
He's not like regular animal necessarily, so I'd still put him in A tier. But yeah, I like him. He's a good Pokemon. Hypno. Also very cool. He's got the whole pendulum thing, putting people to sleep.
Yeah.
Krabby. Guess what he is? That's right. He's a crab. B tier.
You too.
I still love him because he's a pretty big crab. He's a foot tall.
Big crab, but still just a crab.
Yeah. And then Kingler. Now, Kingler is interesting. Kingler is 4 feet tall. He's got that giant fucking claw. I could look at this and immediately tell you that this is not a normal crab. Like Krabby,
Yeah.
I could confuse for like a normal crab maybe, with the exception of the eyes. But Kingler is A tier for me. But have you seen his Gigantamax form?
Bigger crab.
Emily, have you
He
seen
gets a
Kingler's?
beard.
Have you seen
not.
Kingler's? Okay, look at this. Look at this guy. He has a bubble beard, and he is based on a spider crab. Oh yeah, he does.
Massive
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Atomic Gerbil says Kingler reminds me of the crabs from Doctor Who. The
Oh, the
macra.
ones under the highway?
Yeah, the macra, I believe they're called. Is that right?
I think
Yes.
so.
Whoop, shit. Macra. God dang it. Type the thing. Doctor Who. Macra. Yeah, macra. So these are the ones, yeah. Yeah, I can see how you'd be reminded of Kingler with this. Or Kingler would remind you of these crabby. Here's how the macra used to look in classic Doctor Who.
Oh lord.
Yeah, they're interesting. It's interesting that they brought them back. They served such a weird purpose in the episode they appeared in. Like, they were just on New Earth, and they slowly just devolved into unintelligent creatures, giant crabs. Yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, I will say, I really like Gigantamax Kingler. He's got these red, pink eyes. I love the spider crab influence, and the fact that he's got a beard made out of foam, sea foam. He's like a sea captain. He's like, I'm a big old crab captain. I'm Mr. Krabs. So I would put him.
Evolving into the most primitive form couldn't be me.
I would put him in S tier. I really like Gigantamax Kingler. Voltorb! Living Pokeball. Self-destructs. Is pretty neat. A tier.
Yes.
Yeah. Electrode evolves into a bigger Pokeball, flips over, gets a mouth. Pretty cool. A tier.
Yes.
Yep. And what's cool is when they're shiny, they're great balls, which is pretty fun. What do you think of these, Emily?
Just bull.
These guys are really, really temperamental.
I
both
love that stuff.
both Voltorb and Electrode. You like Voltorb?
Yeah.
Yeah. Voltorb and Electrode, if they're even the slightest bit agitated, they self-destruct.
Me?
Yeah. Like they are woo. They're very temperamental. Execute. I really like Execute. A tier.
I like Alolan Execute?
Executor.
Executor, yeah.
Yeah, because we get
Whoa.
Executor. What I really love about Executor, and he's going in S tier. What I really love about Executor, because for this reason, is that later they added the idea that Executor was already from Alola, and that the original Executor is Alolan Executor when it was moved to Kanto because the sun wasn't as frequent there. They can't grow as much, so the Executor there are much shorter. But they're still palm trees. But then Alolan Executor, these are the original Executor, and the Executor in Kanto were actually brought over from Alola long ago. So that's an interesting take on the Alolan forms. And for that, both Executors go in S tier for me. I really love that idea.
Very interesting.
Cubone!
Cubone!
I assume, of course, you know the story of Cubone, Emily.
A little bit, yes.
Yeah, Cubone, the skull it wears is the skull of its dead mother. It cries sometimes thinking about its mom. It's sad.
All of them.
And for that, Cubone is an S tier. I love that. I love how dark that is. I love how sad that is.
Honestly, same.
And then we got Marowak. Pokemon overcame its sorrow to evolve into a sturdy new body. Marowak faces its opponents bravely, using a bone as its weapon. I love Marowak. Marowak's awesome.
Gotta love him.
And he's got an Alolan form that is part Ghost type, and he's a Fire Juggler, which is awesome.
Love that for him.
Yeah, yeesh. This Pokemon sets the bone it holds on fire, dances through the night as a way to mourn its fallen allies. So it's not just a fire dancer, it's a fire warrior. Fuck yes. Is Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. I like both of these equally in A tier.
I can agree with that.
Lickitung. I don't dislike Lickitung as much as other people seem to.
Yeah.
What do you think of Lickitung, Emily?
I don't mind Lickitung.
Yeah, I'm cool with him. He's a weird tongue monster. He's kind of lizardy. I'm cool with him. I'd put him in A tier.
Yeah.
Okay, now here we have something interesting that I'll go into, but coughing. I like coughing as much as I like Grimer. Boom. A tier.
Yes.
It evolves into wheezing, which I love. A tier. But here's the interesting thing. Unlike Grimer, who's going extinct, wheezing seems to be fine. There's no mention of wheezing going extinct, so that means there's still enough air pollution that wheezing can sustain themselves. But what's interesting is in the Galar region, they take on this form. Now,
Become dapper chaps.
whereas Kanto wheezing will eat dirty air and keep it in its body to sustain itself, and that process turns the poison into a more potent poison that it shares with other wheezing to just make worse and worse poisonous gases. Galarian wheezing was brought to Galar during its equivalent of the Industrial Revolution. So there was so much air pollution in the air that the wheezing that they brought over seemed to not be able to handle that amount of pollution. So as they began consuming the air, it actually started to purify it. It would extract all of the poison. Like there was so much poison that it could just take all of it in, and it wouldn't need to
it wouldn't need to share the poison or anything like that. So it just purifies whatever air it breathes in, and that's what the smokestacks are on its head. So it's actually expelling clean air, which is cool, and it's poison fairy, which is a really interesting type combination. So because of yeah, just that story and the whole tie it has to the Industrial Revolution, I frankly want to put this one in S. Would you agree?
I
I would
agree.
agree with that.
Yeah. I love that. He's got a little green beard. Beard and mustache. They look like little old-timey brokers. Rhyhorn. He's a classic. Solid A tier for me.
The first Pokemon ever created.
Yes. Yeah, Rhyhorn was the first Pokemon ever conceptualized. So you can't go wrong with Rhyhorn. Same goes for...
No, wait, Rhydon, was it?
No, this is Rhydon. Here.
Oh, yeah.
First one's
Yeah,
Rhyhorn.
Rhydon was it? Was it?
No, Rhyhorn was the first one conceptualized. Because I remember the memes are like, which one came first? Bulbasaur, Rhyhorn,
I was just googling that.
Arceus, or Mew?
Rhydon was the first Pokemon ever created, like the first conceptualized.
Yeah,
Yes, but
Rhyhorn.
what came first?
Yeah. Yep.
The first one, Arceus.
But who's the first one?
Arceus. Or Rhydon, depending on how you
Or Bulbasaur.
ask the question.
Or
Or
Mew.
Bulbasaur.
Or Mew. Yes.
No, but Mew is a descendant of Mew is a descendant of Arceus.
That is kind of true, yeah.
Arceus is the creator of all things, the god of the world.
Mm. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Look, it's Chansey. She's adorable. I like her more than Cleffa and Clefable,
I can agree with that.
personally. So Chansey can go straight into A tier.
She actually got the nurse job.
Yeah, she got the nurse job, and she's significantly less stressed. And she
Yes.
loves her little egg, and then she offers the egg freely to people who are lost to feed them.
Yes. yes,
The egg is very nutritious.
The egg is sustenance. I am not raising a child.
Packed with nutrition, used as a high-class cooking ingredient. Okay, now here's Tangela. Now I want to hear what you guys think of Tangela.
I like it. Like I like the design.
Was that Emily?
Spaghetti boy.
Spaghetti Boy? Okay, so Tangela is my mom's favorite Pokemon.
Understandable.
The reason for this is, one, my mom loves plants. Like she studied plants for her degree. But also one of the Pokemon cards I had of Tangela as a kid, she really liked. Let me see if I can find it. It was an older card. Here, this one. Have you ever seen this card before?
No.
My mom really liked this. Like it looked like the vines are coming out of the vines are part of Tangela and sort of walking out and becoming its own little creature. So I have a lot of nostalgia for Tangela, and I do really like Tangela as a design. So for me personally, Tangela's an S.
Yes.
Next up is Kangaskhan. I do like me Kangaskhan.
I like him a lot as well.
Kangaskhan is really cool. The whole Genghis Khan thing, obviously, but it's a brutal freaking kangaroo. So Kangaskhan's an... What's that?
A menace.
Yes. Kangaskhan's an A tier for me. And Kangaskhan has a Mega Evolution. Mega Kangaskhan, the baby Mega Evolves.
Yeah, the baby becomes big.
Yeah, it comes out of the pouch and fights alongside its mother. Which is great.
Hell yeah.
What's the ability as well it has is Parental Bond, which means that all attacks are done twice. As the kid does the same attack again. So that's really cool. That goes in A tier for me as well.
That is an A tier for me.
Horsey! I love Horsey! Horsey is adorable. It is so cute. I really like seahorses, I find. And this is such an adorable design for a seahorse creature. So I'm placing...
Then again...
Yeah?
It's also just a seahorse.
That is true. But
the color choice that they've gone with it makes it above a B.
Yeah, at least above a B. And me personally, I just personally really love Horsey. So for me, it's an S. I just love him. He's so adorable. Yeah, the color, like, I wouldn't look at Horsey and like be like, oh, that's a thing that can exist. Seahorses don't have horns like that coming out of the side of its face.
Plants vs. Zombies pea shooter looking ass.
And then we got Seadra, which is even farther removal from regular seahorses, with these like sharp spikes and stuff, and the conical mouth. So that's also an S tier for me.
Yo.
We got Goldeen. I hear a lot of people don't like Goldeen, and I can see why. But I don't have as big a problem with her. I can see how you'd be like, well, this is just a fish. I don't think most fish have horns like that coming out of their forehead. Even though that may be a stretch to be like, oh, it's not just a fish because it's got a horn with it. But yeah, but I can see where people are coming from with it.
I'm DMing you a seahorse.
Oh, yay. I'm looking at the seahorse. Oh, that thing is cool. There's a sea dragon Pokemon later down the line that kind of resembles this. It has these interesting branches coming off of it. Actually, I think the evolution they added to Horsey actually later kind of looks similar to that. Has horns like that. But I will concede that it mostly just looks like a fish that you'd see in real life. So it's a B tier. But I don't think it's disappointing enough to be a C tier. And same thing goes for Seaking with me. Seaking is extremely realistic, like fish-wise. Like, I'm fairly certain it's based on a, like, very clearly based on a real fish. I don't remember the name of.
Koi?
Probably
koi fish.
koi. Yeah, koi fish. Seaking seems to be based on a goldfish, specifically the Ryukin and Oranda breeds, due to the round body and billowing tail. Its red, white, and black scales resemble a Shibuken breed. So not koi, as it turns out.
Its colors might also be based off of Taisho, whatever that's.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Breeds of koi fish. Okay, yeah. Its color. Yeah. So it's a big mix of a bunch of different fish.
It's just a fish.
Yeah.
The fish, the main one.
He is a fish. Now, the thing that sets Seaking apart from Goldeen is the eyes. Goldeen here still has, an implied bit of personality, which all these other animal-like Pokemon have had. Seaking goes full fish. It's got the big, round, blank eyes, the mouth, like a real, like, fish lippy kind of mouth. And I might say, I think I still don't have as big a problem with Seaking, but I'm pushed to put it in C tier.
To C tier with you Seaking.
Is this our first C tier? Oh,
I could not on the C.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure though, personally, because like I still feel like it's not that bad, as a fish. I still enjoy it. Because, like, C tier is still me enjoying the design. Because it's still a good design. It's certainly a good design for a fish. But yeah, I'd say this is our first C tier.
Fish.
Yeah.
Fish, C.
Okay, so now I understand what my standard is for C tier. Seaking may be the only C tier.
then
What about the other one? You mentioned?
the other one may end up being a D tier, depending on how I talk myself into it.
Because from what I understand now is S tier is good, really good design. A tier is good design. B tier is just animal. C tier is that is literally just an animal. D tier is bad design.
Yeah. No. D tier's not just bad design. You'll see when I get to it. We'll see when I get to it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, actually, you know what? How about we just jump to it, real quick? I'll go ahead and break. I'll go ahead and break the mold real quick and go straight to it, because these two are related, and I've been alluding to it, and we probably won't get to it today, so I'm just gonna get it out of the way. This is Cresselia.
Oh, of course it's Cresselia.
So let me explain what's up with this, and let me explain to explain why I'm disappointed in Cresselia. I have to explain the depths of my undying love for Darkrai. Darkrai is without a doubt, undisputedly, without question, my favorite Pokemon. Absolutely and completely. I love Darkrai. Darkrai is fucking sick for a number of reasons. Darkrai, first off, just look at his design. This thing's horrifying. I love him. He's got this whole red collar, the shadowy body, the really cool like skirt kind of thing that's going on with the bottom of his body. He can extend like pointed legs that he stands on from that. The white plume is really cool in contrast to the rest of his design. And the piercing blue eyes is neat with the white pupil. So Darkrai is fucking sick. Now in the games, it's described that Darkrai's ability is to create nightmares. Like he'll put people in Pokemon to sleep to defend his territory, but as an ambient effect, whether he put the people to sleep or not, if he is nearby someone sleeping, they will have horrible nightmares. So that's its innate ability. It's not something it can turn off. And at some point, it seemed to become aware of the fact that he was just hurting people and making people afraid. So he isolates himself on an island in the middle of fucking nowhere. Just to keep from hurting people. And there's no better example of this in any other media other than the games than in the Rise of Darkrai movie. Everywhere he appears, aside from the games and the Rise of Darkrai movie, in the anime, in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, and in a few other places, I believe, Darkrai is made out to be malicious. And I hate that. Because he's not. He is not at all malicious. And the absolute best depiction of Darkrai as he is, in my opinion, comes from that movie. He lives in Alamos Town, and he senses that the two Pokemon of space and time are fighting each other, and their clash is going to bring them to Alamos Town. And he is trying to warn people about it in the only way he possibly can. Like, he puts Ash to sleep and gives him a dream showing Palkia. And trying to let him know that there's danger coming. He's trying to let other people know that danger is coming, but they all innately distrust him because of his dark nature, his nightmare-inducing ability. And so no one trusts him. And so he goes out of his way to the fullest extent to get in the middle of the Pokemon that controls space and time and stop them from destroying the town that he lives in, the town that he loves. To the point where, no fucking joke, he straight up dies. There's a Pokemon death on screen, and it's Darkrai.
Salute our fallen troops.
Like, yeah. So the way I sort of imagine him, he's like a mix He's like an awesome mix of all the best elements of Batman and all the best elements of Raven from Teen Titans. Like, he's a perfect tragic, dark hero. So, like, I just love him. I love him to death. So, let me just scroll down here and find Darkrai. Here he is. He's an S tier boy. Wait, where'd he go? Come on. Where'd he go? I lost him. Oh, shit, he's probably up here somewhere. Can you see him?
No, I can't.
I don't know where I dropped him. Where did I drop him? Still doing this? Yeah, that's what this stream is. I can't find him. God dang it. I don't know where I dropped him at.
Where is boy?
I just had him. Boy.
Boy.
Hold on, let me turn off my dark theme. Oh, there he is. There you go. S tier. All right. So with that, he isn't even a fourth of the way through. My eyes. Yeah. So with that explained, with that out of the way, the nature of Darkrai and everything, let me also explain, Darkrai is active on nights of the new moon, when there's no moon at all. So that's just another little extra element to his symbolism. His name can also translate to Dark King, which is awesome. Cresselia, what the fuck is this? Let me just say, Cresselia is in a duo with Darkrai. She is his opposite. Does this look like an opposite to Darkrai?
No.
Her association is with the crescent moon. Wouldn't you assume that an opposite to Darkrai would be associated with the full moon?
Yeah.
That's what I would have thought. Now, where this design is good is the planetary rings. That's pretty cool. And her origins as a mythical, coming from a mythical swan in some culture. Let me go to the origin here. Cresselia's form seems to be based on a swan. Considering its crescent moon motif and the aurora-colored planetary rings around its body, it may originate from the constellation Cygnus, which is really neat. Cresselia shares characteristics with Saramonok, a legendary fowl with a profusely decorated head, feathered tail, and colorful wings that are said to be a symbol of good fortune.
I mean, in the nicest way possible, I can kind of see the shape, but like, you could add a little more flair.
Yeah.
It's just a shape.
Yeah,
it's like, as someone who draws, it looks like they've drawn the base shape of what they were going with, and then just kept the base shape. They didn't add anything, they didn't change anything. They were just like, okay, this'll do.
I think they were relying on the planetary rings to give it like some flair, but like,
it's just 3 colors.
So even with the origins being good, and her being like a swan constellation and stuff, I wouldn't so much mind this design if she was by herself. If she was just by herself and she was just associated with the crescent moon and constellations, then I'd be perfectly fine with this. This might be like a B tier for me, just by itself.
Yeah.
But given that it's associated with Darkrai, and that it does such a bad job, it gives good dreams.
there's an item called a lunar wing that's said to ensure good dreams, and it gives good dreams to people wherever it goes. But I feel like this feels like it's associated with Darkrai by accident. Like, it's just been sort of made to be like, oh, yep, it's the opposite of Darkrai. That's it. And, like, it's just like, hey, it's like someone made the Pokemon and came up and was like, hey, I made up this Pokemon. It's got planetary ring wings associated with the crescent moon. It's got stars, and then someone was like, well, what if we put it next to Darkrai and said it gave good dreams? And they're like, yeah, sure. That's fucking it. Cresselia is a psychic type, and her signature ability knocks her out so that she can heal another Pokemon. So, I don't like this Pokemon.
What is a D?
Cresselia is the only and probably the most solid D that I have. I don't think any other Pokemon approaches this for me. So, yeah, there's that. Got that out of the way. So now you know where my standards are with that. D tier is, see, I'm not necessarily saying Cresselia's design is bad. I think it's underwhelming compared to the rest. I think otherwise she'd fit in well with the Sea King tier here, or a B tier. So I think she'd be fine, but the symbolism doesn't mesh at all well with Darkrai. So, yeah, that's a thing. I consider, like, you know, the groups that Pokemon are implied to be a part of and stuff like that as well. So, yeah, that's important for me as well.
I'm saying it's bad.
Yeah. Anyway, Staryu. I like Staryu. Honestly, I really like Staryu and Starmie a lot. They're implied to be aliens. They gem pulses and send signals into space. So these guys are terrifying. They're not outright a starfish. Like, they're star-shaped and they're water type, but they're clearly not just starfish. And honestly, I like Staryu and Starmie enough that I'd personally put them in S tier, but what do you guys think?
I would go in an S tier.
Yeah. I'll put this boy in S tier. Make Darkrai there. And I put I'll show you Starmie as well, just so you can see him. Boom. Starmie! Look at that! I keep forgetting that's delayed.
It's okay. Oh, he's cute.
Yeah. He's got like a fine cut gem, which is pretty nice. So I'm going to put this guy in S tier as well. I really like him. His shiny is also really cool. The arms turn into like a deep blue color, which is nice.
Hey, Keithan.
Yeah.
I don't want you to think I'm trying to rush you along. I'm not. I just want to know how long you intend to stream for, because usually it's 3 hours, but the thing doesn't tell me exactly how long we've been streaming for.
Oh, yeah. I've got about 10 minutes or so left
on
this stream.
That's hardly any time.
Yeah. I knew for a fact we weren't going to get through all of these, so yeah.
Yeah, all 1,000 of them.
Practically, yeah. But yeah, I do want to continue. We're almost at the end of the Kanto region, which is pretty cool that we're making that time, which is nice.
Oh, yeah.
And next, we got Mr. Mime. I actually...
boy.
Yeah. Was that?
I hate him. He freaks me out.
I'm honestly cool with Mr. Mime. I don't have a big problem with him, personally.
I like clowns, but I hate him.
I also love that in Pokemon, in Detective Pikachu, the red parts of his outfit are like have the texture of a dodgeball. It's kind of funny. So I'm cool with putting Mr. Mime in A tier.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have Galarian Mr. Mime. That's right, Emily. Your country has birthed
an alternate form of Mr. Mime.
We made a fucking
He's a
clown.
bastard.
There he is. He's a tap
Loading.
dancer. He solidifies ice to the bottom of his shoes, and he tap dances.
Get this little jester fuck out of my way.
And he has
wearing
an.
a tie.
He also has an evolution. Galarian Mr. Mime specifically evolves into Mr. Rhyme.
No.
Uh,
Is he a grime rapper? What is he?
it's R-I-M-E, which I'm not sure. I think that might be an alternate, just version of rhyme. I don't know what a definition.
I heard rhyme and usually rhyme
Yeah.
and rapper. Anonymous.
From
in some
formed, R-I-M-E means frost formed from cold objects by the rapid freezing of water vapor or cloud or fog.
But yeah.
So yeah, that makes sense. Mr.
place.
Rhyme.
Oh, that.
Mr. Rhyme is like a dandy, which is pretty neat. He's still tap dancer, but he's not nearly as freaky as Mr. Mime to me. Like he's got a little mustache, a little top hat, or a bowler hat rather. He's got a cane. So
It's
he's
like, how does Mr. Mime turn into this?
Mr. Mime gets his fucking life together.
Yeah.
And gets a job as a fucking broker.
Anyway, for now, I'd put Galarian Mr. Mime in the same slot as regular Mr. Mime, which is
Yeah.
A. Uh-oh, who we got here? We got Scyther!
Scyther is a boy. I like
Scyther is 100% for sure an S tier. Like,
Yes.
this guy is
Too iconic.
horrifying.
Too iconic.
Yeah. And Scizor is equally as awesome when we get to him later. Someone thumbed you down? I'm not surprised. It happens sometimes. Now we've got Jinx! I personally like Jinx. I'm cool with Jinx.
Deduct points.
she's not- She's not a Pokemon that I would typically use or anything like that, but I don't have a problem with her.
It's just a woman. I feel like in the same category we have it's just an animal.
Well,
It's just a
I
woman.
mean, she is also a big dome, and also if you look at her model, and this is gonna sound weird, but if you look at the bottom of her model, like where the empty hole of her dress you think would be, it's just solid.
To be fair, I feel like that was done on purpose.
But it implies to me physiologically that she's similar to a slug.
Ooh.
That's fair enough, and I think that fits, but I feel like they did that just because they didn't want people looking
Yeah,
up her skirt.
I mean, yeah, probably, but Gardevoir doesn't have that problem. Gardevoir
Oh,
Gardevoir doesn't have that concession.
Oh, well, maybe they did that on purpose, didn't they? Because
So, yeah.
hey, it's always gonna get you fans. Sexy character. Oh god, I'm never saying that again. I'm never calling a Pokemon sexy ever again.
So there's a few different ideas for her origin. She could be based on a Viking woman, like the idea of the fat lady singing at the end of an opera. She could also be based on a type of Japanese makeup trend that happened a while back that looked kind of similar to how her face does. I know that Jinx has a people took it as an implication of something else, something that I won't say on stream or talk about on stream. And I understand why people would think that, especially given how her old design was. But that wasn't the implication. That they weren't trying to imply that, which tells me that it was more so based on the makeup trend than anything else that took place in Japan. So, given that those are the two influences of her, being like the fat lady singing, and like with just a heavily made up lady, frankly, but she's all monstery with her slug dress thing, like, it's really weird. So, given that looking into the research and looking into her past, I'm fine with placing her in A tier.
Yeah.
Like a
Fair
middling A tier. We got Electabuzz.
Ooh.
I like Electabuzz.
Electabuzz is fucking sick. For some reason There we go. Okay. My music unshuffled itself. I really like Electabuzz. Electabuzz is very cool. I would personally place him in A tier.
He looks pretty sick. I like him.
Yep. And similarly, Magmar. I think people tend to imagine Electabuzz and Magmar together.
Yeah, I did that.
So I would place Magmar in the same category with Electabuzz. Did you rank Mudkip yet? No, I did not, but Mudkip is my starter of choice from Hoenn, so I rank him S tier.
Just out off the bat.
Yep. I love Mudkip and his entire line. So, yeah, we'll get to it.
Whose line is, or is he alone, Quagsire?
Quagsire? Quagsire evolves from Wooper.
I like Quagsire.
Yeah. We'll get to Quagsire as a Hoenn Pokemon, so he'd be gotten to later, I think. Unless, oh no, Quagsire is a Johto Pokemon. So he would be next stream sometime. Pinsir. Pinsir is terrifying. And I love him. I don't know if he... How would you place him, Johnny?
Johnny?
Mm-hmm.
How would you place him? Pinsir.
Pinsir. Scary motherfucker.
Yes. All the teeth and like the... I'm inclined to give him S tier.
I'm inclined to give him an A, to be fair. Like, it's a good design, but I wouldn't call it an S tier.
Yeah.
But that's your decision
You know
to
what?
make. I don't know.
You know what? I think I would agree. I'll put him in A tier. If nothing else, though, for the fact that his Mega form is an absolute monster.
The Mega form gets an easy S.
Mega Pinsir, yes. S tier for sure.
A monster.
Such a great fucking design.
He gains
Mothra.
wings. Yeah, Mothra. He gains wings. He's got like a beetle shell and everything. He's badass. All right, I'm gonna try to pick up the pace for the end of the stream here.
Quick
We
fire
got
rounds.
Tauros. Tauros. He's a bull.
B tier.
Granted, he's a bull, but he's got 3 tails. You know, I'm pretty sure there's some kind of mythology that he's originating in with the 3 tails.
Probably, but bull.
Yeah, but I feel like I like it a little more than just calling him a bull.
I mean, yeah, put him in A tier if you think he's more than a bull.
Yeah,
Just
Taurus based on a
quick fire
bull or
rounds.
bison. It may also be based on the constellation Taurus. Oh, its tail is a cat of 9 tails.
No.
Oh.
That's what it is. I like that. Yeah, that's A tier. I like that. I don't know why I never put that together. Yeah, it's like a whip. It's like a bull whip.
Fair enough.
I'm sweet. Yeah, I'm sweet with that.
Makes an A tier.
I'm good.
Magikarp
Magikarp.
S tier. Easy.
S tier. Yep. He's ugly. He's useless.
Me!
But he has the best evolution, Gyarados. It's Gyarados, everybody. Guess where he's going? That's right, S tier.
D tier.
I was gonna for a second guess where he's going. That's right,
And now-
Deepak.
Now, Emily, you already a little familiar with Gyarados, yeah?
Yes, I like Big Fucker.
Do you know that Gyarados has a Mega Evolution?
I did not know this.
Okay.
Make him
So
bigger.
he's water flying right now, and right now he is 21 feet tall. He's about the
Oh,
size of an onyx. So yeah, Mega Gyarados. He is now water dark, and he looks like a fucking dragon.
Mega Gyarados is just incredible.
Mega Gyarados is S tier.
Easy S tier.
Is absolutely fuck yes.
He looks more like a because from the normal sampling, he looks like a water snake almost. He looks like a big water serpent that just has fish
Yeah.
features. But there, he actually looks like a legendary mythological fish. You know?
Yeah. What do you think of Mega Gyarados, Emily?
I love him, Big Fucker.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love the whiskers as well. How long the whiskers get.
Oh,
It's
hell
really
yeah.
cool. Lapras. Lapras is great.
Yeah, I love Lapras.
With the whole like Nessie kind of thing going on with her with the shell. She's real like friendly and ferries people across the sea. She's cool. I like her. I'd say she's A tier for me personally.
Yeah.
I could understand an S tier though with her. But also, Gigantamax Lapras is a cruise ship and is 78 feet tall. And I named mine the HMS the RMS Titanic, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yes.
Look at this ship, ice crystals around the ship. Is this a coincidence? I don't think it is. S tier. Ditto. What are we thinking of Ditto?
I love Ditto's implication. Like his design is, in the sense, yeah, it's boring.
Yeah.
But
The implication.
Him as a character or as a Pokemon is amazing.
Yes. Do you know the general implication with Ditto, Emily? What's up with him?
No, I don't.
Okay, so when you play the original Pokemon game, when you approach the cave that Mewtwo is inside of, around him there is nothing but Ditto. The only Pokemon you can encounter are Ditto. And Mewtwo himself is a clone of Mew. So the idea is that Ditto, being a clone of Mew, the ancestor to all Pokemon that can transform into any other Pokemon, is failed clones of Mewtwo.
Oh.
Yeah. So, we're just gonna do this.
S.
S tier. Boom.
S the slime, baby. How many more Kanto boys we got?
We've got the Eevees, the prehistoric Pokemon, and the legendaries.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Are we powering through them, or are we calling it?
We're almost done. I'm gonna power on through, and then we'll get it out of the way. So, Eevee.
All of Eevee, S tier.
Yep. Basically all of Eevee, as well as her Gigantamax form. Boom. Look at that
Oh,
shit.
wow.
You gotta show the Gigantamax form of Eevee. It's just big fluff.
Look at that. Look at the fluff.
Oh.
It's just big fluff.
Again, a reference to a classic sprite. I think Tall Meowth is a reference to his classic sprite too. So yeah, I'm just gonna put Eevee and Gigantamax Eevee there. Now, the Kanto Eevee forms are Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon. All of them are S tier. And fuck you
Yes.
if you say Flareon is anything less than S tier, just because it sucks a little more in battle than the others. Screw off.
Creeper Wolf is banned from the chat from that opinion. What the fuck?
I hate Gigantamax Eevee. Do you want to die? Do you want to die? It's like
You dare
want to
insult
die.
my fluffy boy?
It's like you want to die. It's.
No.
Polygon, really
Porygon?
great design.
Yeah, I love Porygon's general story as well. Like, his evolutions are improvements and hacks of his code, which is awesome. So I love that. So yeah, Porygon, S tier. I really want to use a Porygon someday when I feel like I want to. It's difficult to find a use for a normal type Pokemon.
Yeah.
Ammonite. I love Ammonite. Lord Helix. Ammonite's an S tier, and so is Amistar. I love Amistar a little more than Ammonite, personally. What do you guys think of these two? I love them.
I love them mainly just because of the Twitch plays Pokemon.
Right. Emily, what did you say?
The first one, to be fair, is just an Omanyte.
Yes.
I suppose, yeah.
Wait, not Omanyte. What's it called? The actual animal.
I forget.
Is it just Ammonite instead of Ammonite? Is
oh
that
yeah,
what-
Ammonite. Yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah, it looks like an
Yeah.
A. Yeah. Do Ammonites just look like that? Let me see.
At least in theory they did. They were just good boys in the shell.
See, that's the thing is we don't really know for sure, don't we? There's two M's there. Ammonite fossil. There we go. Okay, yeah, I see. This is what it's believed to look like. Oh, that's weird. That's a manufactured fossil. That's funny. But yeah. I can see that, I suppose. Yeah, it does look like it's made just straight off of the scientific sketches or models
Yeah.
of what ammonites would look like. I don't know, though. Because I like the creative, like, it's cute. Like, I like the creative liberty they took to make it adorable. And then
Yeah.
Amistar, they went even farther with it by giving him this, like, upright body, which is interesting. So I'm personally cool with those. I can see, though, why you'd be like, it's just an Ammonite. Then we got Kabuto. I love Kabuto. Like,
I
this
love
is another one that you could, I suppose, make the argument that it's just the animal, but these red eyes, holy shit. Give me that S tier. I love the prehistoric Pokemon, generally speaking. Like, so a lot of those are going to end up in S. Same with Kabutops, for sure. S tier. Aerodactyl. Now, Aerodactyl may just be a pterodactyl, but allow me to suggest Rodan. Huh?
True.
So yeah, for me personally, he's up there just because I associate him with Rodan. But
Yeah.
especially with the new movie, Mega Rodan now, Mega Aerodactyl is more like Monsterverse Rodan, which I find really cool with all these rocks on his body.
Yeah.
So it's a shame you can't use them anymore, Game Freak. I don't care how they affect the meta. Just let me use them. Snorlax.
S tier.
Hello, S tier. Emily,
Yeah.
did you know that Snorlax has a Gigantamax form?
He what?
Did you know that it's an entire park?
It just becomes bigger and it grows a park on his stomach.
Becomes land.
He is land. Like the idea is that the Gigantamax energy causes the seeds and pebbles that have fallen into his fur to rapidly grow.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, that's awesome. S tier. And now we're in the Legends. Articuno. I would place... Now here's the thing, this might be a little controversial. I would place basically all of the Kanto birds in A tier, and I would place their Galar forms in S tier.
Fair enough.
So you got Articuno, place him in A tier, and look at Galarian Articuno. Look at this. This thing fires a laser beam out of its eyes. The move is called Freezing Glare. Like, so
It is
Psychic,
a great design.
it drops the ice for flying, or it drops the ice for Psychic, which is awesome. So that's an S tier right there.
Okay, I hate to do a callback, but look at the tail on them of
Yeah.
the image you have. You know what's the one that you put in D tier? The
Cresselia?
Yeah. See how much detail that is, and that's just 3 segments doing curls.
Yeah.
They could have done something like that. There's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
much more detail in
I mean,
that.
it is supposed to. I guess they wanted it to be like glowing psychic energy or something. So it doesn't.
Something.
Yeah. I guess. I suppose. Yeah. Now we got Zapdos. I actually have a personal. I like Zapdos. I think more than the other birds, base wise. I would still place them in A tier, but I like the shocky, like electric looking flare that they have. And then Galarian Zapdos is just fucking sick. Look at this. He's like an ostrich. And it drops the electric type for fighting.
So that's fucking sick. S tier.
Yeah.
Now
Absolutely
Moltres.
furious.
Yeah. Moltres is cool. Traditional kind of phoenix looking thing. Now, Moltres, Galarian Moltres switches the fire type for dark. Look at this thing. Look at this thing.
It's just so great.
I love it. I love it so much. Can you say
It was
S
so
tier?
cool.
Yeah.
Yes. S tier for you.
This thing is so awesome. So now we have 2 dark flying legendaries, the other being Yveltal, which is also an S tier, just saying. But anyway, yeah. Dratini? Dratini is adorable. Look at this thing.
Are these legendary?
These are pseudo-legendary. It's kind of dipped back into... There's a classification called pseudo-legendary that have stats that put them in between being a normal Pokemon and a legendary Pokemon. So these 3 aren't legendary Pokemon, but they're just placed alongside the legendaries because they are pretty hard to find. But yeah, Dratini, S tier. I love Dratini. Adorable,
Yeah.
and is the start of one of the best just evolution lines in general. Dragonair, boom, beautiful. Kind of Milotic, a little bit reminds me of. Maybe they pulled some inspiration over from that. And then Dragonite. He's a derp dragon. Look at him go.
Of course
Gotta
he
love
goes in S. He goes in S, of course. Where he belongs.
Now we got Mewtwo. Of course Mewtwo's an S.
Yeah.
Fuck you
Yeah, I
talking
can agree
about?
on that.
Like, he may be a little overused like how Charizard is, but this is such a strong design. And his story is so strong. I can't not.
Fair
Now
enough.
there's- Now, he has 2 Mega Evolutions. Mega Mewtwo X gains the fighting type and a bunch of armor, which is really cool. So I like him a lot. I'm going with S for that too. And then Mega Mewtwo Y gets more special attack and remains psychic and gets smaller. So it's putting all of its energy into mind powers. So this thing is super mind power, which is really cool. Now, down here, there's 2 forms of Mewtwo here that are in games, and I think are distinct. Most of them are distinct enough. This one here is Armored Mewtwo from Pokemon Go. He's literally Mewtwo wearing armor, so I wouldn't call that anywhere distinct necessarily.
Yeah, extra forms, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw him in the extra forms. But Shadow Mewtwo. Whoo.
I would say it's a distinct, like, it's a cool enough design for it to actually be put into a
To its own, yeah. Look at this thing. Like, that's okay. Here's regular Shadow Mewtwo. They had Shadow forms in a game before they introduced Shadow Mewtwo, and they were slightly different than the way that Mewtwo is a Shadow Pokemon. But I freaking love this design so much.
Yeah.
The orange shard stuck into him, that's the Synergy Stone, and the orange glow on his tail is really cool. And of course, when he goes into Synergy Burst, he fucking Mega Evolves. And he Mega Evolves into X. Look at that. I love this so much. I wish Y had a form. Here's someone's idea, it looks like, which looks pretty cool. So, yeah. He's going in S and no one can stop me. Mew. It's Mew.
Mew. It's me.
I don't know what else you expect. I personally would put him in S tier. Yeah. I did a quick debate back and forth in my head. I'm cool with him being S tier. He's the classic small legendary.
The only
that's
debate in your head is whether you're putting too many in S tier.
No. No, I don't think I am. Like, I look at these and I see just these are good Pokemon. Like, yeah, they're just meant to be here. B tier, yeah. As we move away, as we move farther in, we're gonna get less just animals. So A and S tier are gonna start getting real filled out. But yeah, that's all of Kanto. We did all of Kanto in roughly 3 hours.
Woo!
And I'm cool with that. Ah!
So many Pokemon.
So many Pokemon. So yeah. That's it for this. That's it for this stream. I'm surprised we got through it. So, as the generations go on, there are typically less and less Pokemon. So I can probably make one stream out of each region from this point on. So yeah. That'll probably be it for this one. Glad you all popped in to watch me talk about Pokemon. I was having a good time, that's for sure. So, yeah, let me just throw up just the desktop here. This is the current state of our tier list. So I assume this thing doesn't let you, maybe it doesn't let you save them. So I might need to keep this window open, and hopefully I don't accidentally lose it.
Oh, there should be a way to save it. Somewhere. Well.
Yeah, I'll figure it out after I stop stream. But yeah.
Yeah.
So
oh yep, save and download.
Thank you all for popping in. This music kind of sounds like it's from Toho. This is all Pokemon music I'm playing in the background right now. But yeah, I will catch y'all later. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye.